on Carolina Country WCSL, 92.9 FM, 1590 AM, online at ktcbroadcasting.com.
Every weekend right here.
Start your engine!
Welcome to Kyle Petty's Back Then Again Country Countdown alongside the NASCAR legend. We're Charlie and Debbie.
Yeah, I think a lot of people thought they were going to lose their girls to Carl Edwards. Have you ever seen Carl Edwards? When he first came around, I didn't know he had a shirt because he never seemed to have one on.
He can't even play the hook.
It's Kyle Petty's Back Then Again Country Countdown with Charlie and Debbie.
Friday afternoons at 3 p.m. on Carolina Country WCSL, online at ktcbroadcasting.com.
Join us for our live Sunday morning worship services on WHS. It's the Sunday morning worship service from Calvary Baptist Church in Shelby, and on WCSL, it's the Sunday morning worship service from First Baptist Church in Cherryville.
Card Guys Incorporated in Gastonia has some New Year repos on trailers and Liberty Sheds. Like new, but priced to sell. Save a bundle of money on repos today. Also, get ready for spring with a new golf cart. Buy now and get 0% financing. Come on in for all the details. And Card Guys Incorporated has rental on trailers and Liberty Sheds. That's Card Guys Incorporated, 109 Crowders Creek Road at the intersection of Highway 321 South in Gastonia. Online at carguysinc.com. LVP Flooring, priced as low as $229 a square foot. You heard right. Beautiful LVP flooring as low as $229 a square foot. We're at, well, it's only one place, Bear's Floor Covering in Kings Mountain. They are locally and family owned and operated. And you'll find it all, from waterproof floors to luxury vinyl to carpet and hardwood. That's right, Bear's Floor Covering, 150 Dixon School Road in Kings Mountain. Online at Bear'sFloorCovering.com. The Great Outdoors in Cherryville has just received a huge shipment of lures. Come check them out before you head to the lake. See the new Hinge Minnows by Yamamoto. Also, the VMC Minnow Shaker Jigs and the Queen Tackle Ghost Lures. Also, see the new Hank Cherry Rake Rods by Level and the Ace Crappie Rod and the Daiwa Totola Rods. See Guy Aker about the new Abu Garcia Reels. The Great Outdoors, Highway 150 East in Cherryville, right behind McDonald's. Online at teamgreatoutdoors.com.
Another Saturday Morning Sports Out with Kevin, Ship, Tom, and Will. Eventually we'll walk in about 5 minutes late. And happy Valentine's Day out here in KTC Radio World. Everybody's having fun with that. And we're also enjoying our breakfast from McDonald's in Cherville. We want to always thank them for supporting every Saturday morning. What did y'all get today? I mean, I know what y'all got, but.
Yeah, JP, you got us what we got. I had an egg and cheese biscuit, and it was delicious. Chipper, what'd you have?
I've about wrapped up my chicken biscuit. It's fantastic. Thank you.
Tommy?
According to company protocol, I got here early to eat my meal before the show began. So I enjoyed a delicious bacon, egg, and cheese McMuffin, a hash brown. I did not finish the coffee, the great McDonald's coffee.
It was 2/3 of the way early, I guess.
Yeah. so I have met my company protocol standards and have finished my meal. Thank you, McDonald's and Cherry.
Yes. Thank
JP, did you have breakfast this morning, sir?
I got a strawberry cream pie.
Going light this morning.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay. So, a lot of things to talk about today. If you're listening to our voices here on the radio, you can watch this show live every Saturday morning on YouTube, Rumble, and Facebook here on KTC Broadcasting. And just go to ktcbroadcasting.com, find our links. But any of those places, Rumble, YouTube, and Facebook, we are live this morning. Brought to you by McDonald's of Cherville. We talk a little sports here on Saturdays, so about tennis, and we'll go NCAA sports, some NASCAR, golf, Major League Baseball, NBA, NFL, and NCAA college sports, and kind of keep up with the topics. But so if you do miss a segment, you can always go back and rewatch those segments on one of those three platforms, Rumble, Facebook, or YouTube. So, guys, check that out. And watch us during the week when you got time. When you're sitting there in your planning period and ain't got nothing to do, you can tune in and watch us there.
Will's agreeing with you.
Yeah, I would like to have a couple of PSAs from my school. Congratulations to Burns Basketball Conference champs. Defeated Shelby last night. Had it right here on WHS with Jeff and Brent, so thanks for bringing the game. And Troy Spangler is the state swim champ. I can't remember the event that he won.
Swimming.
But he won the state. I can't remember which one that he won. I just texted our athletic director, but he was the state champion. So congratulations to Troy Spangler for winning, representing the school. So we do have a swim champ. It's a little weird because you got the Winter Olympics going on, but you got the swim championships going on, which we know swim's a summer event in the Olympics. So seems a little bit unseasonal, but congratulations to Troy. Thank you. For your efforts and
is there a team swim event?
There is. There's team and there's I know there's butterfly, there's freestyle, there's breaststroke. They got it all.
Well, the question I was asking, the reason I was asking is if the baseball team wins the state championship, you get little signs everywhere, either at school, out at Monument Park or on when you come into town, you come into Longdale, home of the state champions.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering, when you win an individual award, does that work out in
push up?
They put a picture of you in the display case. We had a couple of wrestling champs. We got a picture of them.
I got a question for you. So the school, Tom and Will, if you have an award every year, and it goes to, I guess, the best senior athlete, and they get a big giant trophy. It says Athlete of the Year, and you go they got a plaque with your names on the wall and everything. Should people that were named Athlete of the Year, boy and girl, be automatic qualifiers for that school's Hall of Fame?
I think it'll at least make them a candidate.
Will?
Being a qualifier would
put them on the ballot.
Yeah, on the ballot, yeah.
Okay. Tom?
I wasn't aware that schools had a quote-unquote Hall of Fame, like sometimes counties do.
Y'all don't have a Burns Bulldogs Hall of Fame?
They have a trophy case, and all the people have had great accomplishments over the years. We got jerseys hanging there, for instance, like you got a Troy Goss who played at the Naval Academy, and Tony Scott, and some of the other greats of Burns High School that are, Ben Mooney, his jersey's up there, and so a lot of them. I guess that's sort of the de facto Hall of Fame, Kevin. I don't know. It doesn't say Hall of Fame, but we honor, our kids.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to be selfish and get my name on the ballot in Bessemer City. So.
I knew this was going somewhere.
Listen, my name is next to Gardner Webb's all-time leading scorer, Chip.
There you go.
So if you got I've got those two qualifications.
Well,
athlete of the year, and my name's next to Gardner Webb's all-time leading scorer.
We've had 2 state wrestling champs that I know, Trey Brooks and J.D. Curtis, and both of their pictures and their accounts in whatever weight class they won. They're in the trophy case. So we've had some individual state champs. I guess that's the de facto Hall of Fame.
I mean, if my name's on the same plaque as Kevin Millwood, I at least get on the ballot, right? Well, do you know who Kevin Millwood is?
You don't know who Kevin Millwood is?
He does.
I tried to. I kept from cussing at that point.
Family friendly.
Just so you know why I paused when I said that. I almost.
Okay.
Yeah.
And another guy who had his number retired on the baseball box. I had better batting average than him, but not going to say that either. And took his spot on the shortstop. But just saying, I'm just trying to get a name on the ballot. Will, it's an honor to be honored. Will, it's an honor to be nominated. Just one nomination.
Especially when the nomination don't come from yourself, sir. That's when the honor is put in there.
He's our Cam Newton.
Yeah.
He's our Cam Newton.
No.
It's all about me, baby. It's all about me.
I love LeBron James.
Don't you? I'm not gonna.
I was about to say Millwood didn't get a triple-double, but he was really good at basketball. He probably did too.
I'm not gonna jump on that ball. I want to jump on that ballot.
That's me being selfish. All right. Congratulations to
with that being said, since you said that, do one play define?
Troy Spangler, state swim champ.
Congratulations, Troy.
And then our basketball team, Coach Tim Phillips, and our basketball team, great job for winning the conference championship, defeating Shelby last night. Once again, great job to the WHS broadcast team. I was going to head on over there, but last night so we always do Valentine's Day on the day early, so we're not
in the Valentine's.
So we did our Valentine's Day last night, listened to the game when we got back, and they did a great job on the coverage. So just remember that on a lot of Friday nights, WHS will cover a game of the week, either Shelby, Burns, or Crest, most likely. So if you want to keep up with high school basketball, at least one game, and Cherryville on WCSL on Fridays, sometimes Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever we can fit it in with the rest of the schedule. So
well, with the playoffs starting time, we will have coverage of all of the playoff games. So unless it's Tar Heel basketball, that'll supersede it. So you guys will hear those when we don't exactly know.
Which is
when they're going to start, what they're going to do, conference tournaments and all that as well. All right, folks. For folks listening, you've been listening to NASCAR this morning, or the race coverage, or the show before this show. Get it out in a second. Big news. This is for Chip. Didn't know it. Tom don't know it. Will, who's on the pole for the Daytona 500?
I have absolutely no idea.
Now. A lot of people were complaining about that they used to be back in the day they would show pole qualifying on Fox Sunday and now that the Super Bowl is the week before, they could capitalize on that. But
look, man, if you're going to sit in that seat, you got to know who's on the pole for this race. Tom just figured out who's on the pole for this race now when I said that. If you're going to sit in that seat, you got to know who's on the pole for the 500.
Kyle Busch.
0 for 20 all time in the Daytona 500. Terry was his number one fan.
Oh, he went in. It's going to be rigged.
He does watch NASCAR. Look at
it would be very. It would be so.
This is great.
You're not going to win from the pole at Daytona, but I think it'd be pretty cool if he did.
Hey,
just for Terry.
Look who's on row 7. Look at that. He's in the top 15.
Here's our starting grid for the Daytona.
SVG, baby.
Yeah, man. Look at that. He took Terry's.
I was hoping one of y'all were going to guess SVG when I said that. But he is on row 7.
We're not that confident in his super speedway skills quite yet.
No. So Kyle Busch is on the pole. That was Terry's favorite driver. And if you know anything about Kyle Busch fans, Tom, they are in a drought right now. In more ways than one. If you know anything about the lore behind the Kyle Busch fans, if you don't know about that, folks, just Google the wives of Kyle Busch fans that have not been happy for a while. So I'll just put it that way. Kyle Busch on row 1 with Chase Briscoe. Let's see, we got Logano on 2, Elliott as well. Chase Elliott on row 3, Ryan Blaney and Hocevar. I think that might be your up-and-coming new star right there. Mm-hmm. Austin Dillon and Kyle Larson, row 4. Keselowski, Michael McDowell, row 5. John Hunter Nemechek, we're looking to wreck somebody on row 6, with Christopher Bell. Mm-hmm. SVG and Josh Berry, row 7. Daniel Suarez, Ricky Stenhouse, row 8. Mears and Gilliland, 9. Priest and Gibbs, 10. Bowman, Hamlin, 11. 12, Custer and Jones. 13, Gregson and Reddick. Wallace and Herbst. 14, 15, Hyman Smith. Jimmy Johnson comes in on row 16 with Connor Zillich.
He's racing.
Yeah, he is. Cody Ware and Ty Dillon on row 17. A.J. Allmendinger on 18. Austin Cindric with him. And then on 19, Chastain and B.J. McLeod. 20, William Byron, Justin Allgaier. And row 21, Christian Busher. And, of course, it doesn't really matter where you start in this
Did you hear about Busher?
No, what about?
So the reason he's in the back row, there apparently was news that NASCAR set a rule that you could not poke your hand out the window.
Oh, yeah.
Because they would during qualifying, because there was rumors it gave a unfair aerodynamic advantage to the race car, and they caught him, pun intended, red-handed, sticking his hand out during qualifying, so he got pushed to the back.
I think one of the comments said one of the race cars, I don't know who it was. It was like, it might have been Jeff Gordon or something like that. It was like, the rule was you can't put your hand out, and Noah was like, let's put my finger on the stove.
Yeah, right. So it was Junior. Junior was like, this is the most Noah thing ever. Or the most thing ever.
Now, you just said, I showed you Jimmy Johnson was qualifying, right?
What's his car look like?
He's in the 84, of course, with Legacy. Now, here is while you were watching qualifying, they had the telemetry up there, but it was a digital car, you know what I mean? So it wasn't like you're not watching the real car. It had a little I don't know how to describe it, but I'm going to show you what they were showing. And in that, for the folks at home, I'm going to pull it up in just a second. Like I said, you could watch this on KTC Broadcasting YouTube. And so here's how they were showing it and describing it like qualifying. Anything you noticed about this for Johnson's qualifying run that might look off?
Says a bubble.
Bubble. He's on the bubble, I guess is what that means. Nope, that's not what I'm looking at. Tom, Chip,
I've not seen it yet.
Your expert analysis. What is weird?
That's not the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys or Miami Dolphins or Miami Hurricanes.
On Fox Sports,
is the
Tom,
wrong Jimmy.
Daytona 500 qualifying, 7-time NASCAR champion's name is misspelled.
He spells it I-E,
Yes,
right?
he does.
Correct. Please fire whoever did that.
He's next.
I don't care who it is, how important that person ever was. That he should be.
Do you
fired.
realize how many times my name has been misspelled?
Oh wow, he just went there.
He compared Cintafanti to 7-time
Jimmy.
I'm just saying.
I mean, I feel what Tommy's saying because people spell Willie all kinds of different ways.
What you're saying is since I'm not as good, it's okay to misspell my name.
No,
I still have Alexander Central where they said KTC Broadcasting, Tom Cintio Fantio.
I was about to say, are they misspelling Tom or are they misspelling Cintafanti? You didn't click.
They do misspell.
Cintafanti's a little more understandable than Jimmy.
No, a lot of people put Thom, Thom. On my award, I won the one of the county teacher of the award, and my name was spelled Thom, Thom.
Now that's a little more.
I have it. It's in my house. I can bring it in.
Well,
that needs to go on the wall.
Bring that in.
I will. Ron Green, God rest his soul. I love Ron Green. He got me a name. And it said Centofanta on there. And I said, Coach Green, my name's misspelled. He goes, I'm sorry. I've got 9 football coaches and And y'all two. It's hard to keep up with. Y'all two were the soccer coaches. I've got 9 football coaches and y'all two, so it's just hard to keep up with.
Y'all foreigners.
Yeah. On the broadcast, they were like,
oh my God!
After Jimmy
but
Johnson,
that sounds like
after
him
Jimmy
too,
Johnson
though.
qualifying, we've got Richie Petty and Don Earnhardt qualifying.
That's right. Would they have ever put Don?
Don Earnhardt.
Jimmy Johnson.
Richie Petty.
Well, I mean, it's just like, get over it. I mean, it's just, I know you got your man crush on him, Kevin, but it's
Tommy's a 7-time.
He's one of the best of all time, John, and I'm not even a fan of his, but he's one of the best of all time, Tom.
It'd be like saying
Jimmy.
Richard. Be like saying Richard Pretty up there.
Yeah. Richard Pretty.
What real man spells his name with an IE?
Hold on.
7-time national
I'm just
NASCAR
saying.
champion.
I'm just saying. Nobody spells Tommy Tommie. Nobody spells
Yes, they
Johnny,
do.
My mom does.
Yes, they do.
My mom does.
A lot of people.
Your mom.
Yes.
Your mother
lot of
does.
people.
Exactly. So I'm just saying, Jimmy, just spell it with a Y. Let's make this all streamlined here so people don't get confused.
Oh, man.
my goodness.
I guess I should.
Now batting.
I get
Babe
with
Rush.
that kind of thinking.
I thought Terry was not here anymore.
Yeah,
I
with
thought
that
we
kind
were-
of thinking, I guess I should spell mine
You're
with a
talking
Y as
about
well.
you're talking about the man's name. I mean, it's not like they call him Jeff Johnson. I mean, they just put a Y instead of an IE.
And from North Carolina,
Your name-
6'6", Michael Jenkins.
It's not the same.
Mikey Jordan.
Mikey Jordan.
Yeah, Mikey Jordan.
Yeah, Mikey Jordan.
I'm sorry, it's not.
Starting quarterback, Joe Montana.
Michelle Jordan.
I don't think.
It's just not on the same level.
Jordan.
Tom, Thom Brady.
I mean, it wasn't the wrong. It's like it's not the wrong name. It's not that big.
It's the wrong name.
It's the wrong name.
It's the wrong name.
This is part of the rage culture. This is just the
It's
rage
the
culture.
wrong name.
You're the sponsor
IE
of the sport. You
is his
should have
name.
his name right on your graphic.
Right. It ain't like it's a rookie out there.
Yeah.
It's Jimmy Johnson.
It was
All right.
probably some intern.
It was. That's why I said fire the kid.
Yeah.
make him run laps around Daytona.
Yes.
Along the wall.
You're a runner. You're a runner,
He
son.
has to stay on the bank.
Stay on the banking.
So Kyle Busch becomes only the 9th driver in NASCAR history to win a Cup Series pole over 20 years after his first.
Wow.
Busch would have to win the pole after October 14th, 2036 to break Martin's record for longest time between his first and last. Here is that fun graphic there. So Martin, 31 years between poles. David Pearson, 23 years. Ricky Rudd, 22. And Labonte, 22. Jeff Gordon, 22. Darrell Waltrip, 21. Bill Elliott, 21. Bobby Alice, 21. And Kyle Busch, 20 years, 11 months, 17 days between his last
That's a pretty good group to join
first
right
and
there.
last pole. So not bad, not bad, not bad. Let's see.
Your father says Tommy Agee of the Mets. hey, Calvin,
you can't play old school names.
Calvin, didn't date yourself there, buddy.
I bet. I was about to say. I bet y'all can flip through those old cards and find a Tommy with an IE in there.
That's what I was looking for.
I know somebody named Tommy with an IE play for those old Packers. Let's see. More NASCAR stuff. How about on the front row is Chase Briscoe. 18 years ago, in I think it's a McDonald's, he took a picture of his favorite driver's cutout, Kyle Busch, and there you are. 18 years later, they're on the front.
Wow.
They're on the front row together.
It's kind of like Drake May. The first Super Bowl he went to was at Santa Clara, and now he went back there. I mean, it's kind of funny how sometimes
He had more success the first time he went.
Definitely.
Let's see if I got any more.
I'm sorry, real quick.
What?
I've got to stop you, and I can't believe we didn't bring this up.
What's that?
Yeah, Jimmy Fox.
Jimmy
Jimmie. Jimmy Fox. Don't tell me Jimmy Fox wasn't a man.
Man
had tree trunks his
If you
arms.
spell your name with an IE, I don't care if you got tree trunks. There's plenty of
We need a man.
there's plenty of
man.
there's plenty of
Spell it with
unmanly
an IE.
bodybuilders. I don't care what you say. I don't care. Keep trying. It's with a Y. It's the way you spell Tommy or Jimmy or
Jimmy with a Y is from
Bobby
the hood
or
for
whatever.
sure, right? There's no IEs.
There's no IEs. You're cross-referencing, then you mixed breeding right there.
This is a ridiculous conversation this time.
Well, all right. So speaking of ridiculous conversations, did you see that Cletus McFarland was in the trucks?
Oh, come on, Cletus, give me some.
So that's not his real name. His name's something McDowell. And they had Garrett,
Jimmy,
Cletus McFarland,
Jimmy
Mitchell.
McDowell.
All right, so here's him. That's 7 minutes. I ain't what I'm playing. He had they had to agree because NASCAR, you can only put your official name on stuff, right? So he says they came to an agreement on what his name was going to be on all the cards. So it's officially Cletus McFarland Mitchell. So NASCAR needed the Mitchell. They told him whatever his first name he wanted to be, he could have it. So he went down as Cletus McFarland Mitchell. If you don't know, he's his driver, and he's got a little, his online following and stuff, and his little nickname online was Cletus McFarland.
Flying like a bald eagle.
Oh, and his interviews are hilarious. So I'm going to give you a little bit of what he's got. So here we go. This is word from Cletus here.
Well, the sensation was incredible. We were 3 wide, which was insane from the start. It was immediately 3 wide, which I wasn't expecting, and it was insane. I mean, I was having the time of my life, literally again, and I just did not check myself before I wrecked myself right there. Got loose coming out of 4, I was flying, and I put too much wheel in it because I was getting a little tight, and because we're freaking 3 wide on the second lap on, I think I only made it 7 laps. I was a little tight, and I was just trying not to hit the guy on the outside. Came off 4, flattened out. Truck sat down. I think I had too much wheel in it. And I just started getting loose. I went right towards the field. I'm like, damn, I'm out to wreck 30 race cars. And I overcorrected to the left like an idiot. That's something Biff did not teach me right there. And I went left, put myself on a trajectory to slam into the wall, wreck the truck. And now here I stand in the worst spot to do an interview in the entire Daytona Speedway.
I did talk to you at pre-race.
He's standing at the care center.
That Carson Hocevar had given you some advice?
Yeah, I mean, Carson told me that if I cause the wreck, then I usually will not be in the wreck. But in this particular instance, I caused the wreck and was the only one to wreck. So I'm starting to question Carson's advice and whether or not I should be listening to him. But he did win the stage, so that's pretty sweet.
He's such a good interview.
I was gonna say, you can't win every race. Like even the best win, only a few races a year. So you do get knocked out. I'd rather see this, than Kyle Busch come over here and pitch a hissy fit and whine about whatever. But this is fun. If you don't know, he was actually supposed to be hosting Greg Biffle. Biffle, when he took off, he was going to his house for an interview and do a live stream with him. And when Biffle crashed,
oh wow, I did not know that.
Garrett was one of the first people to report on exactly that the Biffle family was on the plane. So, good friends with him, of course. I like him. He's not that great of a driver, like if you know it, but he owns up to it and fun to watch. I would recommend pulling.
I just think it's ironic it's still called the Craftsman Truck Series, even though Sears is defunct. Because you have to go to Lowe's to get Craftsman tools now. That's just weird. Because when you walk into Lowe's and you see Craftsman tools, it's just weird.
Yeah, some people don't know about it. How about Anthony Alfredo during his interview?
I mean, do this for the 3rd time. It's really cool because the first race ever, so I was sitting right there. And my career has had a lot of ups and downs, and you never know when you're going to get another shot to race on any Sunday, especially the Daytona 500, Great American Race. So I have all my family here, my baby girl, Everly. I think I've only been this choked up twice in my life. When she was born, qualified for the Daytona 500, and it wouldn't be possible without Beard Motorsports. Is a tremendous family, women-owned NASCAR Cup Series team with a dream, carrying along Mark Beard Sr.'s legacy. And Dude Wipes. I mean, I wouldn't be where I'm at in my career without them. And they've been my flagship partner in the NASCAR Rally Auto Parts Series. And then we've done some cup races together.
That's why I played that.
But to come here and make the Daytona 500 together is a dream come true. And I mean, missing it last year has haunted me until this very moment. This is the only thing that could pull that black cloud over.
All right, there was his statement. I didn't make it for the Dude Wipes. That's the only reason I've been here. Commented, even that's an awesome quote. Chip, I would like you to read the tweet that was posted at the exact moment he was given this interview.
News from Tech. Anthony Alfredo had his finish disallowed. BJ McLeod car being inspected now to determine whether his car gets into the Daytona 500.
So while he was given that emotional interview, his car was failing inspection at the exact same time.
There's no crying in NASCAR, son.
They had loose parts and that were plugged into the different holes that they were supposed to be.
Dude wipes, I guess.
The best way to explain it. Best way to explain that.
Dude, you got caught cheating.
They did. And so
how'd y'all get tickets to the Tampa 300? Well, we had to pull some strings.
Oh, golly.
Wow.
And with that, we'll be right back. Okay,
We're gonna pick winners? We're gonna pick
Oh
winners?
yeah, Daytona 500. Give me a winner for the 500.
Jimmy Johnson.
Oh wow,
I love the pick.
My heart wants, in honor of Terry, my heart wants to say Kyle Busch, but I'm saying this is Chase Elliott's year.
Tom.
Joey Logano.
Good pick.
I'm going to pick him on the super speedways until he does it. He always competes, gets close. Eric Jones takes the 43 back to victory lane.
Not a bad pick
in the Daytona 500. All right, we'll be back in a minute. KDCBroadcasting.com.
Cherryville will be the home of the 2026 American Legion Southeastern Regionals, and regional tournament passes are available now for $30 at the Cherryville City Hall or at Chamber of Commerce. Cherryville continues to grow, and Mayor Wade Strapp, City Council members Jill Pewitt, Janice Hovis, Gary Freeman, and John Abernathy, along with City Manager Brian Dalton, invite you to visit Cherryville, where life blossoms.
The NASCAR Cup Series.
Field makes their way into the tri-oval. The pace vehicle makes its way to the pit lane.
Writes another chapter.
Front of the field. Several cars go flying through the air. Ryan Preece is upside down.
In the history of the great American race.
William Byron wins the Daytona 500.
It's the Daytona 500.
Sunday afternoon at 1:30 on Carolina Country WCSL. 92.9 FM, 1590 AM, online at ktcbroadcasting.com. The deals keep getting better and better at Oakwood Homes in Shelby with low 3.5% down payments. And remember, Oakwood Homes is celebrating their 70th anniversary. And in Shelby, you'll find 2 models priced in the 70s. And ask about their ready-to-move-into homes. 3 available right now. All at Oakwood Homes, 1839 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at oakwoodhomesofshelby.com. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, and like them on Facebook too.
Charlotte realtors can talk till they're blue in the face about Gaston County, and they won't scratch the surface of what Moss Realty knows. Moss Realty has been serving Gaston County and the surrounding counties for over 25 years. Owner Warren and his team know the quality of life this side of the river. When it's your time to buy or sell a home, trust the real Gaston County experts at Moss Realty. They'll use their personal knowledge of the community to help you find your perfect home. Connect with them at 704-865-5555 or online at mossrealty.com.
You've got to check this out. The Lithia Creek Tavern at the Lincoln Country Club in Lincoln has all your favorite beverages, along with some great food, all kinds of sandwiches, and check out their weekly specials. They're open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. till 9 p.m., 8 a.m. till 9 p.m. on weekends. Book your event at the Lincoln Country Club. And for tea times, call the Pro Shop at 704-735-1382. The Lincoln Country Club and Lithia Creek Tavern, both at 2052 Country Club Road in Lincoln. Like them on Facebook too.
Tee it up for a great golf experience at the Cherryville Golf and Country Club. And yes, the course is open to the public 7 days a week. For your tee time, give them a call, 704-435-6597. Tune your game up with their driving range. And on Friday, come on out for the Captain's Choice, starting at 5:30. And for that special event, keep the Cherryville Country Club in mind, with several event packages available. That's the Cherryville Golf and Country Club, 200 Club Drive, Cherryville. Online at cherryvillegolf.com.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Kevin and the gang. Once they put on their mics.
Kevin and the gang. Welcome back, Saturday Sports Talk. I'm Kevin Hastings, along with Tom Cinefani, Will Boykins, and Chip Carter. The season is over, and Will, the champ is here. The champ is here. That's the best I can do on this little bitty microphone. I am the Super Bowl champions, along with the Seattle Supersonics. They are coming back, by the way.
Yeah, they'll be back.
Seattle Seahawks.
Seattle Supersonics are coming back?
Yes, sir. We'll talk about that in a few minutes.
Expansion?
Yep.
Okay.
Them in Vegas. Chip, what was our final records on the season in our NFL Pick'em?
Final record for the season. Let's see. We've got Will at 152 and 110. No, I can't read my own handwriting. I think that might be 100 even. Excuse me, 152. We've got Tommy at 165 and 97. I come in second, 170 and 92. And lapping the field. Well, not really lapping the field. 3 games up, 174 and 88. Kevin picked the Super Bowl winners and wins the season. So congratulations.
JP, you had the Patriots in the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Okay. We didn't get him recorded last week, but we did ask him after the show who he picked. So he does pick every year. And you picked a blowout, too, didn't you?
Yeah.
I think you said like 21-0 or 21-7. Yeah, JP, you were totally wrong on that one.
I'm aware.
You got to check.
I'm aware.
You got to watch more football, JP.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, for the folks that don't know, new to listening, we do acknowledge our bad picks, our favorite segment, every week, and this will be our last one of the year for quite a while. And we do have NFL bad picks with only one game, kind of extended a little bit with some of our talking or some of our fun stuff. So fun little segment here, and then we're going to recap the Super Bowl. So basically, folks, this is us last week talking about and predicting the Super Bowl, and you can see how well or how bad we did, of course, by your opinion. So the next few minutes of hearing our voices are last week and us talking and doing a terrible job of picking the Super Bowl. So here we go, guys. This is bad picks from the Super Bowl 60.
Yep.
We got class.
Heard that.
Bad picks.
Since 2003, Super Bowl favorites are 7-15 against the spread. Favorites are more than 3 points are actually 2-9 against the spread.
Just for fun, I took the Patriots minus 6.5. It's 5-1 because 71% of the money is on the Seahawks. 72% of the money is on the Seahawks, and a lot of people are taking the money line. And usually, you don't take the money line on the favorite. You know what I mean? Like you don't take it on the favorite.
Now, Will and Chip.
Yeah.
I read those stats. You heard what Tom said, right? I'm going to finish the rest of the tweet. Gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Gambler. I don't think that's the real.
Halfway through the tweet, Tom explained gambling. I'm just trying to laugh it inside so hard.
Oh,
there you go.
That's good.
That was great.
So you bet on who? So get it clear.
I took the Patriots minus 6.5.
All right. So there you go. So
That's all he did. Was a little fun.
Fran Tarkenton
That's all. I
started.
mean, if you get nuts, then it's no fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never done that. I don't.
Got the milker competition. Got to break that down.
The fact that he called it the milk.
Looks like
That's what it is.
It looks like both teams got skim milk this week. Might be a tie.
We're not engaged in in any kind of superficial things, are we?
I'm just telling you can't bet on that this week.
Oh,
there might not be any.
I'm just here for the last.
Tom, I try to help your betting.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
I don't like if people bet like me, it would be fun. Like people don't do that. People are dumb.
All right,
because an octopus has 8.
Correct. Now we do want to thank JP every year. He gets us our Super Bowl rings.
I can't show you.
Will's done ate his cupcake.
Mine didn't have a ring on it.
I didn't have.
They only had 3 on them. I couldn't get one without 5.
Well, so this week, Tom.
Oh my Lord.
JP is eating the same number of Hall of Fame jackets as Bill Belichick is. These rings are the same.
And Robert Kraft.
Robert Kraft. None of them getting in. And Eli Manning. They're going to let them all get in next year.
This Hall of Fame class, though, will be watched by a lot of women because Kuechly got it.
Okay. I haven't seen that. We've got the North Carolina quarterback.
You got the Ohio State coach, so I'm going with Vrabel. Going with Patriots.
William. Any other reasons besides that, Tom?
I just think they're a team of destiny this year, and nobody's really giving them a chance. And I just think, that nobody gave the Eagles a chance last year, right? Most of the money was on the Kansas City Chiefs. I just think that the Patriots are going to find a way to win this game. And let's see if Darnold can do it when the bright lights are on. I guess you could say the same thing about May, though. You could say the same thing about him. So it's really the underdog Super Bowl, isn't it?
After all this, Tom in the Super Bowl picks the scary team.
Scary. I didn't describe him as scary.
He's been officially swayed by Chip.
I seriously doubt that.
No, I think I think the Seahawks have a better team. I think the Patriots going to win this game.
2 weeks ago, Tom said we were going to win the Super Bowl. Then last week, he bet on the Patriots. How's the crow, Tommy boy?
Chip, what are you feeling?
I can't catch you, but I'd love to be able to say I finished one game behind you, so I'm going to pick the other team, whoever you don't pick.
I'm picking the Seahawks.
All right, I'll pick the Pats.
Definitely going Seahawks.
Scary team.
Look.
Hey, Chip, how's that scary defense? Ooh, I'm shaking. I'm so scared. The Seattle Seahawks dominate Super Bowl 60, winning 29-13 over the New England Patriots.
We got quiet.
Listen to Carolina Panthers football on KTC Broadcasting.
Those are some bad picks.
All right, guys. Thanks for giving me the most fun I have every week, at least cutting that up and having a good time with our.
That was good. All for adding the AI. I'm very scared with you anytime you use AI, but the bad pick edition has been was well done.
One of my students, we were going around the room and saying, "Well, what do you want to do when you graduate?" And she said, "Well, I want to do animation." I'm like, you might want to think about another career choice.
You don't have to draw anything anymore, do you?
Even SpongeBob, I remember watching that when I was a kid, and then now the new movie is just all AI. I was like, it just doesn't seem the same, but I mean, it's what it is, what it is.
For the record, for the season, Terry, Zach, Will, their total record, 154 and 110 for a 58.3% winning percentage. Will's weeks by himself, 104 and 72. He was just 1 percentage point difference, 59.1% winning percentage. You
didn't change anything.
You honored that seat very well, sir. You honored that seat very well. Good job.
Oh goodness! All right. Well, so we're going to talk a little Super Bowl, guys. First, we're going to start with our Super Bowl MVPs, Sam Darnold on the teacups with the running back, and I forgot his name.
The MVP.
Yeah. What was his name?
Patience. It should be Patience.
Yeah, it should be. I sent you.
I saw your clip. No.
So the running back was the MVP.
Yes,
right?
sir.
His last name is Walker.
There you go. Yeah.
I cannot.
Collinsworth was just as enamored as you were about it. He's like, just wait, skip.
Kenneth Walker.
Yeah. Kenneth Walker the third, wasn't it?
The starter was actually hurt, right?
Yes.
They had the starter was hurt.
I bet he'll be a starter somewhere next year.
Is he a free agent?
He's in the last year of his rookie.
Last year of his rookie. We'll keep him one more year, and running backs have about a 5-6 year shelf life.
Yeah.
Tyler Lockett becomes the Don Mattingly of the Seattle Seahawks. Played his final season with the team in 2024, right before their Super Bowl appearance. Yep. He was drafted in 2015 after their last 2 Super Bowl appearances. So he played his whole career between the Seattle Seahawks.
Lockett didn't play this year?
No.
Okay.
He played his whole career between the Super Bowl appearances.
That's why I tried to explain to people when I was a kid. I was like, the Yankees, the first 12 years of my life, which I know that's for a lot of other franchises, that's not a long time, but 12, that's the longest playoff drought that they had. My first 12 years of my life, I didn't know they were supposed to be good.
Tom, with Lockett, them missing Super Bowls the years while he was there, should he look in the mirror and think about how he's the problem?
He is. Yeah, he was the problem. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Time for some self-reflecting, Will. Maybe it was me.
Jeez.
Wow.
Oh goodness. Let's see. Did y'all see? Now, if you were wondering, I know Will was, how much it got paid to be some grass at the at the Super Bowl. The people inside the trees were paid $18.70 an hour for 70 hours of work, so $1,300, including 8 days of rehearsals and game day.
Huh.
So you had to rehearse for 8 days, Tom, to make $1,300 to be grass at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but you were at the Super Bowl, so that's a cool thing. I guess, did they kick him out after they did not let him watch the game?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Buffalo don't give the people tickets that shovel the snow out of their stadium. They just if you go and shovel their snow wheel and you don't have a ticket, they kick you out before the game.
I thought Buffalo might build a dome with their new stadium, but they didn't.
Stupid.
They're putting a canopy over it, kind of like.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like a canopy. It's a weird way to describe it, but
Okay.
they are putting some cover over the outer bowl. So I think
Okay.
the field is kind of going to be open.
Okay.
Is there
Kind of like the way Dallas Stadium was back
a
in
little
the
bit,
day?
but a lot
Yeah.
bigger hole.
Oh,
It's not going to be that much. Last time a country music performer, who can guess who was the last country music performer at the Super Bowl?
Was it? What's her name?
It's been 32 years.
Oh, wow.
Is your hint?
Oh, then it wasn't who I thought it was.
No.
I thought she was country.
Wasn't Garth Brooks, was it?
No, it was not Garth Brooks.
Toby Keith.
It was Clint Black.
Oh, wow. Wow.
The Judds and Tanya Tucker was the last country music. In the playoffs, the Patriots had 53 drives. They averaged 1.3 points a game. I mean, in those drives, they averaged 1.13 points per drive in the playoffs. The 0-16 2017 Cleveland Browns averaged 1.2 points a drive during their season. So the Patriots' offense during the playoff run was worse than the Cleveland Browns' 0-16 offense.
Yeah, they got to do a little bit of drafting, I think. Especially at left tackle. My God.
So
They're going to keep him. They are. They've already. Vrabel said he's going to stick to him. Now I bet within
The left tackle
with Will Campbell. Yes.
Oh my God.
I bet within 2 or 3 years he's a guard.
All right, I got a question for the panel.
Okay.
With 2 straight blowouts in the AFC in the Super Bowl, should the AFC still get an automatic qualifier for the Super Bowl? College football question for y'all folks out there.
What are you talking about?
Qualifier.
Yeah, should the AFC have an automatic qualifier to the Super Bowl?
No. Why?
There you go. See, Tom agrees. We should vote on it. That's what I was asking. Should we vote on who goes to the Super Bowl as opposed to the AFC getting an automatic qualifier? Because the second best NFC team could clearly be better than the best AFC team. This is how college football works.
Yeah.
My second best SEC team would be Big Ten team is better than your
You just want to rant.
ACC team. I'm just reading tweets. It's crazy. It's crazy but true. But the last time the Super Bowl was on NBC was more than one possession, as far as score, 1996. And we could have used that one before the betting, Tom.
That was the Cowboys Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
I watched that game
That
in
was,
college. I remember that game.
Seahawks defense had more sacks and takeaways in 2 games at Levi Stadium this year. That's the 49ers. Than the 49ers did in their 8 games at the stadium.
Wow.
They had a ton of injuries.
I remember that.
Kenneth Walker had more 20-plus yard runs, 3, than the whole San Francisco team, 2, did.
Including Christian McCaffrey.
Yes.
Wow.
Patriots averaged 16 points a game. This postseason, for context, this year the Jets averaged 17 points a game.
I got a question about the Super Bowl.
Got it. What you got?
Yeah.
So, for 3/4 of the Super Bowl, the greatest show on earth,
Mhm.
the only person that scored any points in the game
Was the kicker.
Mhm.
He said
If
Super Bowl
there had
record.
been anybody else, receiver, running back, anybody who have set a record for scoring the way they scored,
Mhm.
they would have been the Super Bowl MVP. Why is the kicker position shunned on so much?
Because it's like the designated hitter or the relief pitcher in baseball, right, Kevin?
Ask Carolina Panther fans about John Casey, and you'll get the answer that you want.
You know what I have that I keep forgetting to bring in is a supposedly John Casey autographed kicking tee.
Huh.
I don't know if it's authentic because
That would be sitting front and center
Yeah,
here.
right there.
I think see, but Calvin's not a Panthers man. I thought about giving that to Zach, but I don't know if it's authentic. You know, you don't want to.
I can't remember if Zach likes or hates Casey, if which kind of Panthers fan he is.
Yeah, but I supposedly
Talk
it is.
about one play defining your career. I'm like, dude,
You know,
you wouldn't even be there if you hadn't hit the field goal the play before.
I need to find like a real Panthers fan to see if that's an authentic signature.
Tom, just AI, take a picture of your phone and ask the AI.
I don't like AI.
Okay.
I tried to help
It's
him.
coming.
I tried to help.
I don't
It's
like
here, Tommy. It's here. It's not coming anymore.
taking your
Years ago,
students-
we were
it's taking
saying
your
it's
students'
coming.
jobs, Tom.
It's here now.
It's taking my job. Let's take it in next year.
AI is taking your job next year.
Oh yeah.
What I'm curious, Kevin, you're because I'm pretty sure based on our text exchanges, what Will thought about the game, what Tom thought about the game. Were you bored out of your mind?
No, I mean, I expect defense to win the Super Bowl.
I had more people tell me this week how boring the game was.
Well, it's because it's dominated defense, and people like scoring and touchdowns, and
it was defense without turnovers. So it was just good, sound defense.
So what was the final score? 29-13.
Yeah.
If nobody else scored in the game after the kicker kicked his 5 field goals, would they have still won the game?
Yes.
Yes.
So he should be the MVP.
Right, yes. Nothing against Walker. Walker, he played an awesome game. But if anybody else would have scored and broke a scoring record.
What are the key fundamentals of football?
What do you mean?
Foot and ball.
No. Blocking, tackling, catching, running.
Yeah.
Which one of those does the kicker do?
He runs
and kicking
into the kick.
Tom,
kicking is such a small
the
part
game
of the game.
would not start.
Special teams, that's like saying special teams don't matter. Special teams
That's not what
matter.
I said. That's not what I said.
But it is what you're saying.
No, it's not.
You're taking kicking out of
it's not.
taking kicking out of the fundamentals.
Football players.
Football
block,
is played in 3
tackle,
factions: offense,
run,
defense, and
catch.
special teams.
And kicking is a small part
Offense,
of the game.
defense, and special teams, and special teams has just the biggest part of playing a football game
No, it's
as
not as-
offense.
it's not
That
as
was
big
going to be
as
my
the other.
question around this table. Would anybody at this table state the special
Games
teams?
are won and lost at special
They
teams.
are important, but they're not.
Games are won and lost on
They're
special
not,
teams.
they're not enough a part of the game to justify
And
MVP.
If I'm not disagreeing or agreeing with you, Will, but if that's the case, my counter question, my devil's advocate question is, why are your backups the ones playing special teams most of the time?
Tom, if they didn't have the kicker in that game, would they have won that game?
Yeah, they still would have won.
Just a curious question. I'm not saying you're right or wrong either way. I was just curious.
They still would have won.
They would have won 14-13.
There you go.
Well, that's 2 extra points though. So I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He kicked extra points. He kicked.
You got to all right. So you got to assume.
Wait a minute. You don't even count. He kicked off. So if he's not there, who's kicking off?
The punter.
Or kickoff's any good?
the punter.
They got to change his field position.
Without the quarterback and running back, he doesn't have a chance to kick a field goal.
That's true. Without the
It's
kicker,
a team sport.
So
It's a team sport.
I get Will's point.
So I used to argue with the center, Tom, and they said they were the most position on the field because you couldn't start the run a play without them.
They touch the ball every play.
That you couldn't run the play without the center. So that was their argument. They're the most important player on the field. So the kicker is you couldn't play football without kickers. So that's their argument.
We used to play backyard football all the time without kickers.
Nobody kicked.
Nobody kicked.
Yeah, we threw the ball. That was backyard football. It's not professional football.
All right. So 1991, the Washington Redskins led. I will read it this way: the Seahawks trailed by 1 minute and 35 seconds in this game. Okay, that's the fewest amount since 1991. The Washington Redskins. So domination all around. Darnold won his first game as a Jets quarterback. Todd Bowles had this to say, trying to calm people down. We won one game. I can tell you after 100 more of them whether we have one or not. Right now, it's a little early talking about a quarterback. Sam Darnold's 101st game was the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Todd Bowles wasn't wrong. It was wrong.
Cowboys defensive end controversially said he left the Dallas Cowboys because he'd never win a Super Bowl in Dallas. He won a Super Bowl in his first year after leaving the Dallas Cowboys. Yep. Micah.
Sorry, Terry.
Got a chance. Josh McDaniels has been on the offensive staff of 10 Super Bowls since 2000. His teams have scored a grand total of 3 points in the first quarter.
He starts slow.
And it says, Tom, for you math wizards out there, you can round that down to 0 if you want. Patriots won the coin toss. They won the coin toss in all 3 of their Super Bowl losses. And they lost the coin toss in all 6 of their Super Bowl wins.
Oh, wow.
So you know from the coin toss whether or not what the Patriots are going to do.
If they make the Super Bowl next time and you ask for predictions that Saturday, I'm gonna be like, I will wait till the coin toss, and I'll tell you.
That's the one we're going with?
Yeah, that's one we'll go with. I like that one.
Any other thoughts, news, guys, as far as
Does
the Super
anybody
Bowl
think
goes?
Does anybody think Drake – I never mind the pressure that he was under the majority of the games. Does anybody think Drake May was fully healthy?
I think he was. Drake May – we don't know what Drake May could have done because his offensive line was so horrible.
It was like Mahomes last year.
I mean, that is the greatest – I mean,
Listen.
just for a front forward to get after it with just running stunts and absolutely bulldozing over people. It was one play where Drake May got sacked, and the guard that was in front of him got sacked at the same time because he pushed the guard into Drake May. It was just overpowering up front.
Even the throws that May was able to step into a little bit, though, he did not have a lot of. I think his shoulder was hurting him more than he let on, even after the quarter's
I think he was scared.
If I replaced you as your job,
that's not saying.
Let's say we're quarterbacks, whatever, and I replace Chip's, right? And then Chip moves on, and we meet in the Super Bowl, and Chip beats me, and I play bad. So that's what you're asking about Dre May. Should he quit and go home, go do something else?
No.
Should he be benched? Because he got beat by his replacement in the Super Bowl. I mean, he beat his replacement, come back and beat him in the Super Bowl. Chaz Surratt beat Drake May in the Super Bowl. Drake May replaced Chaz at Carolina. Chaz 10 years later or 5 years later, revenge, baby, is the best dish served cold. You play a little quarterback, big boy, I'm going to shut your butt down. Yeah. Chaz didn't even have to play quarterback to win. We kicked 5 field goals and beat you, Tom. He retired from quarterback 5 years ago to beat Drake May. The ultimate comeback story, redemption story of all time.
He was active for that too, right?
He played.
He played.
He was on the kickoff team that we'd said didn't matter. Thank you. There you go. But I've been waiting for that one. Congratulations to Chaz. I'm gonna send him an email this week. Try to get him on the.
That'd be
talk
great.
to us on the show. I figured he'd be too busy this week and with some stuff, but maybe get him to call in.
Congratulations.
But yeah, congratulations.
Bring that ring by here.
Yes. Oh, I'd be.
Well, they ain't got it yet.
I mean, I know.
I'd love to see that.
Yep. Let's see if I got any more news and notes on the Super Bowl. Any other thoughts, guys, before we go?
I tell you that Tom said it last week when we were doing our predictions, and we both went with New England, but we both led with Seattle's got the better team, and that defense is just. And Sam Darnold, Sam Darnold didn't even play like he played the NFC Championship. He didn't have to. He was a game manager, and he did it very effectively Sunday night. It was well all around a performance on all three aspects, including special teams, and special teams was exemplary.
Yeah.
It was the Seahawks special teams was the anti-Rams.
Yeah.
It was the anti-Rams. This is
All right, Will, who wins the Super Bowl next year?
Green Bay.
Tommy.
Okay,
I tell you what, man, it's you know what?
Remember, the Seahawks weren't even in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, I got to look and see like who's gaining who's doing what. It's hard to say. I'm gonna go. San Francisco will find a way to get there next year.
All righty. We'll be back in a few moments on KTCBroadcasting.com.
The tradition.
And for the Blue Devils, the Final Four is calling yet again.
The passion.
Spins, goes up. Good night.
The brotherhood plays here.
Floated to the big fella, and he rocks the rim. Jumper up. Bang! 3 seconds, 2. At the buzzer. Dagger!
Catch the action all season long right here on your home for Duke basketball.
On Carolina Country WCSL and the Boss WOHS.
DeRisi Power Sports is your go-to for ATV and UTV parts, service, and accessories. DeRisi is nationally recognized for building race engines and suspensions. They also perform race bike builds. Stop in today and see Santo and Heather DeRisi. These people know what they're doing, and they're located at 4225 Falston Road in Shelby, or find them online at www.derisiracing.com or call them at 704-538-3512.
You can book your tee times online at the Glen Oaks Golf Course in Maiden. Just go online at glenoaksgolf.com. Pick out your tee time and book it. Check out their pro shop, snack bar, driving range, and banquet hall. And memberships are available. For more information, call 828-428-2451. Or again, go online at glenoaksgolf.com and like them on Facebook too.
No matter the occasion, it's a great place to eat. That's Creekside Seafood and Steakhouse in Shelby. More and more people are finding out about this hidden treasure, where you can get 2 10-ounce New York strips for $35. Price includes salad and baked potato, all hand-cut fresh daily. And their seafood is always special, family-owned and operated. The Creekside Seafood and Steakhouse, 1025 Kaiser Street off Highway 74, East in Shelby. Open Tuesday and Wednesday 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sundays from 11 a.m. till 2:30 p.m. Like them on Facebook for specials.
Start off 2026 with a new Ford from Classic Ford of Shelby. Ready, set, Ford F-150 trucks. Doing beats dreaming with a Ford F-150. Get the truck you need to get the job done at Classic Ford of Shelby. Ready, set, outrun ordinary with a new Ford electric SUV. And ready, set, and head for the hills. Roam, sweet Rome with a new Ford Bronco. Ready, set, pre-owned. They've got them waiting for you at Classic Ford. 1775 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at classicfordofshelby.com. Bonus bucks are underway at Honda Motorcycles in Shelby. Get $1,500 bonus bucks on select 2024 and 2025 models and $1,000 in bonus bucks on select 2026 models. And with the purchase of new and unregistered 2024, 25, and 26 Pioneer 700 models. Use your bonus bucks for accessories, a Honda Care Protection Plan, a down payment, all of your choice. For more information, see Honda Motorcycles in Shelbytown, 4402 East Dixon Boulevard. Online at HondaMotorcyclesofShelby.com.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Kevin and the gang.
All right, welcome back to the broadcast. We got one more note, and I know you guys will enjoy this. California taxes and these athletes.
Oh yeah,
they don't want to play there.
If Darnold won, which he did, he receives $178,000, but has to pay $249,000 to California in taxes.
Did we talk? Did we talk about this, or did I talk about this with
somebody else? Yeah, somebody else. So he lost $71,000 winning the Super Bowl because they get taxed on their overall season, like the contract, and not like what they were there for.
Yeah.
So it's a weird how California does it, but he basically lost $71,000.
But see, I don't know
I'm
how
sure someone made it up for him.
I don't know how they. I don't know how they get away with contract that one game going over
their whole contract,
going over the whole contract because all the games was not played in California, so there's no way that they can take 1-2
Apparently
games. What they play twice
It
in
says
California?
California has the highest tax of any state, and the Super Bowl means 8 duty days in California. So you're taxed on the 8 days you're worked there for practicing.
For prep.
Wow. If that's not a plea, if that's not a plea for them to move the Super Bowl,
Well, I was about to say,
never take it back
Tom,
to
not bad for government work.
California.
At what point, Tom, do we throw the T in the San Francisco Bay?
Well, you wonder why California's shedding people. That's why.
There you go.
I mean, you can't afford to live. Like I'm always been like when I teach this in school, it's just like, why don't we just go with fair taxation? Here's a certain percentage, no matter what you make, whether you make $1,000 or $1 million, because the people with more incomes are going to pay more anyway.
Right.
Just do a certain percentage and be done with this. And I'd say do like the Japanese do. Do your taxes on a postcard.
Mm-hmm.
This is how much you made.
Yep.
We're not doing all this depreciation. You know, it's like because if a business gets to depreciate their car, why don't I get to depreciate mine?
Yep.
So I'm just saying, just do it simple and then it'd be all right.
All right, Tom.
10% of a million is more than 10% of the 10,000.
You're
All
right.
right, Chip's kind of new to the show. Will's new. But if you're following the show for years, you know that I've had the theory on these East Russian judges that they have. Or East German.
East German.
East
What are you
German
talking about?
judges.
East Russian.
Yeah, the Eastern Russian judges are questionable too. But we have another controversy in the Olympics.
Different country. Yep.
I promise, Will, it does not involve.
You're getting yourself excited to have a bigger suit in the ski jump thing. Did make the Olympic zone. They didn't talk about it. They very carefully they talked about it.
Very
They didn't talk about it like we did.
No, probably not.
We covered it way more intense. Well, so the 2006 Olympic figure skating free dance scoring competition, the French judge gave Baudry and Cizeron, I don't know if I'm even close to saying that, a 137, but only gave the United States a 129. All the other judges were relatively close in their scores. Judge 4 was just in a bad mood. He just judged everybody exactly the same.
Consistent, yeah.
So what they're saying is that the French judges are through or pulling the competition for the French team over the United States. And so there's a big controversy over this right now. So as always, my opinion is, if you ask me it's a sport, the question is, if it has judges, it is not a sport. Basketball,
It's a pageant.
It's a pageant. Basketball is a sport. The dunk contest is not a sport. You have judges.
Yeah.
So if you've got judges, it's not a sport. So sorry, ice dancing, free dance, Olympic figures, free dance scoring, you got people. I know y'all probably got cheated. Do any of y'all three care?
Mildly, because I just feel like we as a country, the United States team, and this is obviously there's some controversy with this. We have underperformed. Our top people have underperformed so far in the first week.
The quad god fell twice.
Yep.
We watched it in real time. We were at the restaurant because we went early, and there he is. Here's our boy. He's going to win it. And then he
didn't even medal. Finished 8th. And then Chloe Kim, supposed to be gold medal winning half pipe.
She won the silver though.
She did win the silver, but
yeah, how dare she just win the silver?
That's what my wife said. I brought that up to her. But,
well,
when you're two-time,
how dare you come in second place in the entire freaking world?
When you're two-time champion, your expectations go up. I mean, two-time gold medalist, defending gold medalist.
Isn't that the one that dates Myles Garrett?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
You know, he should be ashamed of her silver medal. Walk home.
I'm not saying ashamed. There, you can still say you underachieved and not be ashamed.
You're competing against the best in the world,
and you're supposed to be.
And you came in
best.
second. It's pretty good.
So Tom, I'm glad you said that. It kind of brought up a question. You know, we did talk last week. Gold, the value of the gold, and the silver, and the bronze. The bronze being worth like $5.99.
Yeah.
So, Tom, are you okay with the bronze then in that sense? Are you proud of your bronze medal?
I mean, if you came in third in the world, I mean, if you qualify for the frickin' Olympics, okay?
Right, okay.
If you qualified,
yes,
that's an achievement.
Absolutely.
All right. So, with all that said, I have a story for you. Have you seen this guy?
Yes, I have seen this guy.
Will,
enjoy.
Mye med OL-bronse. Hvordan har du det?
Oh, that's going to be
Nei,
I'll translate. It's huge.
det stort. Det min første.
It's my first Olympic medal. I want to thank everyone who has helped me along the way, the Waxers for a great day of skiing, my whole family for supporting me. And there's someone I want to share this with who may not be watching today. I'm getting emotional. 6 months ago, I met the love of my life, the most beautiful, wonderful person in the world.
Sorry.
And 3 months ago, I made the biggest mistake of my life and cheated on her. And that's all I've been thinking about for a week. And it's been the worst week of my life. So I had the gold medal in life. I'm sure there are many people out there now who see me in a different light, but only have eyes for her. I'm not quite sure what I want to say here now.
And she heard that and got pissed off at
Yes.
him.
I was about to say, now Tom, in Tom's opinion, she should be proud of his bronze medal.
She
On the other hand, she was like, that thing's only worth $5.99, you cheating bastard.
Well, the thing is,
I wonder, did he have this conversation with her before, and it is this him pleading to get her back?
The thing is,
She didn't know
okay,
he was gonna do
say
that.
she takes him back, but now that you did that, everywhere you go is going to be like, yeah, you know what he did.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's like, what,
He got a
what-
side piece.
What are you doing? It's like you got all these coaches and all that. I mean, he's Norwegian, so you know he's going to win the cross country skiing event. You know he's going to be on the He's Norwegian. No, seriously, they kick everybody's tail. We had one guy, kind of looks like Cletus, that came in second in cross country skiing. But you know, the Norwegians dominate. That's how they get around. They dominate.
It's almost like
that.
the Kenyans
You
in
know
marathons.
you're going to get on a podium. So you know if he's been thinking about her all week, you know he said, Mom, just really hope I can win. I'm thinking about whatever a Norwegian name for a girl is. But, I mean, it's just like, I don't even know any Norwegian
Let's go
names.
with Helga.
Helga. Been thinking about Helga. Somebody's got to say, look, bro, if you get on the podium, just don't
Wait a
say
minute.
anything. We'll talk
Tiger's
about it
girl
later.
was Norwegian, so Elin.
Don't say anything about that. We're gonna fix this later. You're gonna win the bronze, and she's gonna watch your back. So
This
just
is
like
a Norwegian
chill,
name.
chill,
Yeah.
chill,
That's a Norwegian name.
chill.
Kelly. Her name's Kelly.
And I'm gonna tell you what, man. He's
Triptuka.
you've just dug yourself deeper, bro.
And not only that, he apologized for this later. He's not even the gold medal winner. He's taking attention away from the person whose moment it should be, the gold medal winner.
How dare him?
Yeah.
Oh, he had his,
Who was interviewing him?
So,
Was somebody interviewing him?
Probably his
Then that was
probably-
his moment.
Probably Norwegian.
That was not. Yeah,
that was Norwegian television.
That was his moment.
that was
Norwegian
worldwide television.
It wasn't worldwide
That's where
because
we're on
there was no translation.
Yeah, they were talking in Norway and
Norwegian.
Norwegian. It's Norwegian. I just I was like, but what I would say is I don't know how similar the languages are, like because you got the three Scandinavian countries, they all have their own language.
Yeah.
But they are like some of the most beautiful women in the world are in Scandinavia.
Correct.
So what I would tell this cat, I'd say, look, bro. There are so many beautiful women in Scandinavia. What are you even worried about?
Put yourself a sweater vest on, right, Tom?
You're an Olympic athlete. You're
I'm
not a champion. You got the McDonald's medal, but still, you have such an opportunity. Look at this. There's beautiful women all over.
I just
and they're all-
Googled Scandinavian women.
and they're all 6 foot tall, and they're all smart, and they're all. It's just like perfect.
Jim Gaffigan Jim Gaffigan said it's like going to a country of Scarlett Johansson.
That's what I'm saying. They all look like Anna Kournikova, man. It's like, what are you doing? It's like you look.
He fumbled her, Tom.
Just get you one that
fumbled
looks
a baddie.
like her. Just
He
get you
fumbled a
one that
baddie.
looks like her.
That's his first baddie he fumbled.
I'm just telling you, man. This is crazy.
But you're right that he should have been like, hey, look at me. Whoa, I'm a medalist. I'm a gold medalist. I'm single, ladies. She left me.
If I was an Olympic athlete, I would not own a shirt. I would just be walking around my neighborhood, just showing what I got.
Lord
all
Jesus.
the women coming out there. I mean, I'm
Is
just
Pamela
like,
Anderson Scandinavian? It says
I don't know if she could pass for it. I'm just telling you, man. I just don't
All right.
understand this.
So here's my next question.
Oh, my Lord.
All right.
There's
Now,
no recovering.
So usually to be an Olympic athlete, Tom, you have to be good at your sport. Play it for years. Basketball, you practice your sport. You get really good at it. Put years and time and all kinds of effort. And everyone's like a niche sport. Like, and it just amazes me. Like, so some of these are weird sports. Like how do you know you get good at certain sports? So my question of the day is, and I want y'all three to know, is how do you know you get good and want to be a worldwide
I'm not going to say what I call this event when I see it.
Olympic two-man losers.
My wife.
What did you call them?
Losers.
Okay.
Well, I hope nobody took one of those injections before that event.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for the hyaluronic acid.
So like, do you sign up to learn how to do this at the Y?
Yeah, the Y.
Where do I go?
Because I bet the village people would really like this event.
That's what I'm saying. Like Will, if you're the top guy, I got a question for you.
How secure are you in your manhood?
How does he know he's not coming off the sled? How do you know you're locked in when you're on top? Because I don't think that he can reach the sled handles. In fact, I don't even see sled handles. So it looks like they're holding.
They're sled handles.
Looks like they're holding hands.
No, they're sled handles.
No,
we're not going to pretend like this.
I just don't understand how this is legal.
This is a real sport.
Like I said, how do you know you get good at this? So everybody's been sledding, right, Tom? You've been sledding
not like that.
That's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to say. We've all went sledding before. We all go down head first, or we can sit on our butts, or we go down our disc. Not once in my life.
Well,
have I been like, Chip, this would be way more fun if we lay on our backs together and go down as two grown men and see how fast we can get to the bottom. Now,
good. Thanks.
Will, I know there's a strategy to it. Do you think it's better to? Which guy do you think it's better to be?
Okay, one is a driver. One has more skill than the other.
Yeah, one's driving, all right.
One's the driver.
One has more skill.
A guide or however you want to say. He controls those front two pedals up there that turns the wheel, that turns the sled left or right.
I bet both those guys have like hot Scandinavian girlfriends.
No, bet they
That's
don't.
The only way.
I bet they don't.
Oh, you think that about me? Check this out. Check out.
Those are that look like ours.
That's what I'm saying.
They are ours. They're American.
Do you get asked to do this? Is it a volunteer? Is there a program you go through? You start at like
all these Olympic sports have specialists.
Is there travel luge?
I'm pretty sure there is.
If I'm doing this, I want the single man competition, please. You know what I watch a lot of is curling. You don't have to worry about that kind of stuff happening curling. Oh,
I'm trying to get that to refresh there. Oh goodness! I just, like I said, I just want to know how it gets started. Like, where do you go? Just like, yeah.
Oh my Lord!
I'm good on that. My wife saw that, I think, for the first time, and she's like, "What is this?" I'm like, "Honey, my friends in college, there was some very colorful language when we would watch the doubles luge, but we won't repeat that on the air."
Are competing others. That's tight as. Ah! Hast du dicke Fiers? Lecko Pecco. Hey, here's Ald Wendell. We're showing you what the top man and the bottom man do.
Show me how do you sleep together.
The shortest space on Earth where two people, men or two women, are competing others. That's tightest place. That is my seat.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, and I'm sitting here.
Yeah, it's more space.
And I have straps, you see, for the hold. He's fixed right now, so he cannot fall down. So, and I'm sitting here, you know, my feet are coming to this hole here and put to the... And then how I fit in this, we have handles here. tight.
How do you feel?
It's like the couch.
We're doing this 25 years now, you know, together.
Sometimes we sleep on the track, you know,
Yeah.
like this.
Is it comfortable for you or for you?
I think for me, in case we had a good run.
And when we don't have a good run, it's for me better, you know?
What do you do?
I steer the sled.
What do you do?
Feeling it with the body and steer with the shoulders.
I make the 10s, he makes the 100s.
And do you like to be on top?
Yes, of course. Why I do it.
What's your favorite?
But when I was a child, I was a bottomman too.
And how do you do you like to be on top or on bottom?
On the sled, I'm on the bottom.
All right, Will, we got our answer.
I like how engaged Will was. He just leaned in. He was very...
All right, y'all got any other news and notes on the Olympics? That's all I got.
I'd rather watch the women do it than the men.
Well, that's my question. Is there a women's?
Yeah, there's
okay.
There's a women's, but there's.
How do they lay on their luge?
The same way. It's the same way.
Now I really got a lot of questions.
I'd much rather watch the women do that.
Yeah, you know, my Twitter feed says that women luge is the fastest growing.
Now,
fastest most watched sport. The single luge where they go down by the head.
The single's cool. I mean, and the skeleton, we watched the skeleton.
That's
last
what
night.
it's called. Yeah, the skeleton.
That's the head first, isn't it?
The head first.
That's the head first. The skeleton on that little
They need to be signing up some good old boys for that. We've been doing that for years. We kill the skeleton. We got the wrong people in the Olympics.
Well, we got
for the skeleton.
We got a girl that used to be a track star, and she starts off well, but she can't drive the sled.
Herschel Walker used to be in the bobsled.
Right.
Yeah, he was in 2-man.
As long as you're not driving it, as long as Herschel not driving it.
That's probably true too.
We had our bet my
They
favorite
killed
event.
it. They
all right, we got to listen
Herschel's
very
team killed
carefully.
like
This
that.
is the highlight. This is our skiing highlight of the day. Listen very carefully.
Now it's the Frenchman Yannick Bertrand through the S turn. Yannick Bertrand. Oh, the gate to the groin for Yannick Bertrand, and you could hear it. And if you're a man, you could feel it. Wow, watch this again. Oh, the Frenchman.
Ain't no way you.
Oh,
stop.
monsieur. Wow, the boys took a beating on that one.
Listen to the announcer. Listen to the announcer.
Oh, the Frenchman. Oh, monsieur. Wow, the boys took a beating on that one. Now it's the Frenchman, Yannick Bertrand.
Listen to the contact.
Through the S turn. Yannick Bertrand. Oh, the gate to the...
If you ever want to know what it sounded like to hit a Frenchman with a stick in the manhood. There you go.
Surely you have a cup on. I mean, it's still going to hurt with a cup. Surely you have a cup.
No, I don't think they're skiing with
don't
cups.
fit. Don't fit the aerodynamics.
Right.
I was trying
the
so
noise
hard.
he made.
I'll go back and watch it. There's a moment every week that gets me. I was trying so hard this week not to have a moment. That's why I had my head down the whole time.
Poor fella. Oh, God. Everything about that hurt. Oh, monsieur. All right, we'll be back in a minute. KDCBroadcasting.com.
Heath Jackson at Heath Jackson Plumbing in Cherryville hopes that you are staying warm and that you have water in your home. Now, that's why he wanted me to pass along several cold weather tips, like letting your water drip, both hot and cold. Also, keep your cabinet doors open so the home heat can get into your pipes. And third, Keep their phone number handy. That's 704-634-5784. Again, 704-634-5784. And for after-hour and emergency service, call 704-418-0264. 704-418-0264. 24-hour-a-day service, that's Heath Jackson Plumbing. The President's Day sales event is underway at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Shelby. Come in now and see the new 2026 Chrysler Pacifica. Take advantage of $3,500 total cash allowance or finance and get 3.9% APR financing for 72 months. The new 2026 Chrysler Pacifica. It's America's best-selling minivan. All during the President's Day sales event at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1310 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
Hi, I'm Paige, the girl at Hendrick Appliance in Shelby, and I want to invite you to come see me about your next appliance. Just arrived. A big new shipment of scratch and dented GE appliances. It's a mixed load of washers, dryers, refrigerators, freezers, and more. And all come with a full factory warranty. And also just in, a big new shipment of Speed Clean washers and dryers. But they won't last long. They'll soon be gone. Ask for Paige at Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. On the right going down. On the left coming up.
You are ready to ride with a 2013 Honda Odyssey EXL van at Oak Grove Auto Sales and Service. It's a local trade-in and dealer service, plus brand new tires, new timing belt, brand new water pump, sale priced at $84.95. Check it out today and be sure to get a pre-winter checkup on your vehicle. Check those tires, antifreeze, brakes, shocks, windshield wipers, lights, and more. And insurance work is always welcome. That's Oak Grove Auto Sales, Service, and Body Shop, 522 Oak Grove Road, Kings Mountain, online at oakgroveauto.com, and check with them for employment opportunities. 10,000 square feet of fun. We're talking about Nuggets Power Sports in Gastonia. Go-karts, dirt bikes, ATVs, and more. Golf carts, scooters, mini bikes, too. And listen up, mention this radio ad with your purchase, get a free helmet. That's a $100 value. They are your authorized Trailmaster and Supermoc dealer. You can lay away with 0% interest and no credit check. Financing is available. Remember, cash is king at Nuggets Power Sports. 5001 South York Highway 321 South in Gastonia. Like them on Facebook, too. Now, through the end of the month, Grizzly the Greeter says you can take 10% off any building at Blessed Buildings and Tiny Homes in Cherryville. That's right, 10% off any building, but that's not all. Take 20% off metal garages, and that's not all. Mention this special radio ad and take an extra $50 off this month only at Blessed Buildings and Tiny Homes. 2268 Lincoln and Highway 150 East in Cherryville, right across from Ace Hardware, online at blessedbuildings-tinyhomes.com.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Kevin and the gang. I don't think they've realized that yet, but we're gonna. Yeah, me and my parents have been watching the Olympics. My mom likes the Winter Olympics, particularly ice skating. But I mean,
what's your favorite event, JP?
In the winter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Two-man luge.
He wasn't paying.
I like skeleton.
Okay, there you go. We were talking about that.
Did you watch it last night, JP?
No, of course.
Okay.
My favorite is the snowboard cross.
All right.
I love that.
Speaking of the last video we just saw, negotiations have began between officials from Sacramento State and the MAC. Tommy, you're a MAC guy. Now, if Sacramento State, who is also known as Sac State, would their immediate rival be Ball State? Waiting on the MAC expert to answer that question.
Oh, man.
Oh, and that game is going to be sponsored by Dude Wax.
or what was the one? Oh gosh, chew it and do it. Chew it and do it.
Just chew it and do it. All right, so there you go.
Lord.
There's your college football news today. Sac State and Ball State are now official conference rivals.
You see where the Big Ten released a draft for a 24-team playoff with no conference championship games?
what amazes me is as far as the conference championship games. I guess like they'll fight tooth and nail to play Mercer and everyone else, so they don't have to beat anybody. And then they'll turn around to Tom and have their press conference. We'll play anybody any week. We're the best. This is what we tell our recruits. And then you say, well, look, Coach, will you schedule it? You want to play the conference championship game? No, we might have to play somebody good.
True. I didn't mean I want to play somebody in my own conference.
Like they never want to play anybody good. They just want to brag about winning, beating up these little guys.
I would say a 16 team would make the most sense. Because at 24, you'd have to win 5 games. 16 is like round of 16, round of 8, round of 4, round of 2. You got to win 4 games to win the championship. 24, you'd have to win 5. That's half a season.
Unless they were going to do some type of buys, but still for one team, yeah, you're right, Tom. It's five games just to win the.
I would say 8 is enough.
But I guess if they are going to go 24, that's why they're talking about eliminating the conference championship games.
Yeah,
it's going to go that big, which would make sense because those 2 teams should be in the playoffs. But that don't mean they would.
Let's go 16.
The past couple of years, 12. I mean, 12 is like I agree with you, Tom. 12 is fine. We're bickering over the 13th or 14th ranked team getting into the playoffs.
And this is what was bad for this is
Miami won it,
right?
That is true. That's true. So at 16, I personally won't get what I want. At 24, there's a chance, and I know they still won't do it. Is that I want the automatic qualifiers for every conference, all G5 and everybody. But they're not. I mean, the group of 6 and everybody. But they're not gonna. They'll never do that. So whatever. Let's see. Georgia House unanimously passed a bill that would allow high school athletes to make money from endorsement deals using their name, image, and likeness. So there you go. So Georgia now has
Well, at least they didn't split theirs up like North Carolina did. I think it's stupid for North Carolina to let them have them, but then if you go to a public school, you can't get it. That makes no sense.
I don't know the exact rules on it, but I'm sure whatever rule they came up with was absolute garbage, like every other thing that somebody.
Can you dissect this for me now? Explain what's the.
So if you go to a private North Carolina school, you can still play and get an NIL, and you still be college eligible.
That was the situation with the Harrison kid from Reidsville, right?
Okay.
If you go to a North Carolina public school, you cannot get the NIL.
The state of North Carolina will not. I didn't think they had a legal right to stop you from getting an NIL. I thought that was the whole reason for the court decision a few years ago.
I'm not sure on the exacts of that, but like
you mean to tell me there's not a North Carolina athlete at a North Carolina public school right now that's not getting NIL money?
If they go to a North Carolina public school, they are not getting NIL.
Something's legally not right with that.
That's true. Like either way, like the whole point of adults, and this should be the argument when they did this, of grown men being mad and upset over someone else making money over their talent. If my supreme talent is between the ages of Michael Jackson, what are we going to say? Michael Jackson shouldn't have sung till he was 21?
Say it, Kevin.
Don't do the Jackson 5.
Yeah.
Don't make no money. You're not allowed to be out here.
Yep.
And if your supreme talents are between the age of 15 and 25, and what if you die at 30? Like, well, why shouldn't I have made millions of dollars while, like I said, the hot dog salesman's up here is making money, the beer salesman's making money, everyone else in the state is making money.
The NCAA, and I had this conversation with a guy a couple months ago, and he was like, well, they're already getting a free college education. That should be enough. And I understand that, and that is a part of the equation. The NCAA, especially with the major sports, predominantly men's basketball and football, made millions off of these young athletes.
Billions.
Billions off of these young athletes for decades. All right? A college if there's somebody out there who wants, again, I've said it for over a year now, said it to Terry, told Tom and Kevin the same thing. If there is a gentleman out there or a young lady or somebody, a business that wants to provide support to an athlete beyond their athletic scholarship, who's to say that? Who am I to stop them?
So here's you some math, Mr. Banker Man.
I don't work on weekends.
If App had a total revenue of 57.2 and it's so expensive 57.2, but the football lost 6, the men's basketball lost 2. How did they get to even $57 million? Which one of these programs is just banking $20 million that we don't know about?
Cross country.
the cross country team made $20 million. There's your student fees for 16. There's That's App State's football expenses and revenues. I got some other schools here if I can find them from.
Well, going back to why the public kids couldn't do it, it's the
Mm-hmm.
same reason why, like, if you retire as a public school teacher and you work for the public system, they cap your income, but you can go to a charter and a private and make as much as you want. I mean, that's just what they try to do. They try to screw the public system any way they can.
Any way they
That's another
can,
way-
yeah.
That's another way they do it.
This is how Penn State spent their $18 million in NIL revenue sharing. This is just from the revenue sharing from the conference. Football $13 million, men's basketball $3 million, wrestling $1.5, baseball $300,000, women's basketball $110. Now remember, this is just NIL. This isn't salaries and all that type of stuff. This is NIL money. Lacrosse $50,000, tennis $10,000, and they played a volleyball player $10,000. to be at the local grocery store, I guess. So there's Penn State, how they spent their money. I had a Tar Heel ones I was trying to find that Carolina spent like $180 million or something like that. And we are going to talk a little basketball here. In a second.
But when who was the really big center? Burns that played for NC State, right?
Yeah.
He got NIL money. We talked about it on the show.
And
So-
he never made any money in the pros. So
Right.
that was
I
good
mean,
for him.
Well, and that's another point about it. And you, Kevin, you shined some light on this to me a year ago, and I thought it was a great point. There's a lot of these young men and young women that are never going to make it to the pros. This is their time to make a nest egg or to secure more of provide a more secure financial future for them and their family.
Well, here's something. You're a cross country guy, and Will, you might know some of these guys like Manny Mitchell. Like the track guys have never they've always been sponsored.
Right.
The exact opposite of what they would let the football and basketball guys do. Like I remember this dude up at App. He was on the Olympic relay team, and Ernest, he just went to school and got paid by Adidas. He was making millions and all he did was he was like the backup on the Nike on the running team.
If they're
And
really
he's
good,
sponsored.
I wasn't sponsored.
Well, I know that. but
if you were,
neither was I.
What I'm saying is that some sports were always allowed to do that, and then others weren't. What's so weird about it, and so whatever. Clemson spent had 190 million in revenues last year.
I'm curious how many of these programs are, and this has been a point of interest for years, even well before NIL. How many of these programs, just the football athletic programs themselves, are actually a net profit program for the institution? I'd be curious because there's so much. Yes, they bring in a lot of revenue from attendance, concession, please buy a hot dog, all that stuff. But there's a lot of money that goes right back into the scholarships, the budgeting, the equipment, the staff. So how much of these programs nationwide are actually profitable?
Good question. All right,
That's
Will.
a problem.
They're probably making most money on TV, maybe TV deals
Yeah.
or something.
Possibly.
All right, the Will. It's Black History Month. Should this be suspended for what he did?
Are you gonna ask JP about the guys in the white hats?
Should this guy be suspended for doing this during Black History Month?
Here we are 26 years later, and he's the head coach.
That was the tweet. That's not fair. Wrong month.
Someone is calling ESPN. I know they are because
That's
he's
nothing. Absolutely no reason why.
Look at that.
The guy on the bench, he knew it was coming.
How are you?
How much confidence do you have?
You tell me, how are you that tall?
I don't think
how are you that tall?
I don't think he thought the guy was going to come at him. I think he was waiting for him to pull up for a jumper.
How are you that tall and let that guy come all the way in?
He was playing flat-footed.
My man from Southern Indiana just yammed on his He took off. Oh, what!
Look at the guy! Look at him.
This is one of the best. This is one of the best
outside
white
of-
boy dunks I've ever seen.
He's got a black ancestor somewhere.
Somebody do a 23.
We all do.
We all do. Will.
We
You're
all
right.
do.
You're
You're
right. Too bad mine were just unathletic.
Have you answered? What would you say is the best in-game dunk you've ever seen? In-game dunk.
Vince Carter Olympics. Okay.
Over the dude.
Over the big time.
That was nasty. That was a good one. That was nasty.
I still the alley-oop from Paul to DeAndre Jordan. That was
Pretty
still
good.
that was still
when he killed that dude.
Oh my!
I don't know.
Gracious.
I can't remember who he killed.
Yeah,
there was a few Blake Griffins that were pretty good.
Even DeAndre, he gave you that look afterwards.
Vince jumping over that dude was pretty good. Jordan dunking on Mutombo.
I mean, I'm finna say, but that one, Mikey hung up on.
Vince is NBA dunk is him dunking on Alonzo Mourning.
Yeah.
If you'll look that one up, he embarrassed Alonzo pretty bad on that.
Jordan's best dunk was the one where he started to come back out and then reverse went baseline on Ewing. Yeah. That one to me is just nasty.
That was nasty.
I mean,
I was not going to say that before you said the
because he kind of snuck in on Mutombo. Now Mutombo got there in time, or tried to get there in time, but Jordan kind of snuck it in and just dropped it in real quick. The one on Ewing, half his arm is bringing that rim down. I mean, that one's the sick, and with the timing of it.
I've got 90 seconds of pure chaos.
Oh, Lord.
Great.
From Coastal Carolina's Teal Court.
Points. He's got the ball now. UMass not taking their final timeout. Parker to tie it. Yes!
13 seconds.
KJ Parker, a career-high 27.
Watch the inbounder Dantzler here.
They went to
Goes
overtime.
to Jones. 5 seconds. Coastal needs a 3 to tie. Dantzler tries to take it. He makes it!
Has to go to the
makes
second
it to
overtime.
tie at the buzzer. Inbound pass goes to Banks. Coastal will not foul. Banks to tie it.
Third overtime.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my goodness! Triple overtime.
Wow.
Conway. Marcus Banks Jr.
Just like in double overtime, double digits still on the shot clock when you pull the trigger with the lead.
Banks to tie it. Yes! He
25
does
seconds
it
in
again.
triple overtime. Tie game.
91-91 today. Beadle himself, step back for the win.
There's a second. There's 1.4 seconds left.
Oh my goodness!
UMass inbounds.
I thought it was going in.
Oh my
that half-court
goodness.
shot goes in. It's the craziest thing ever. Oh,
that is
small
crazy.
basketball is real.
Do you
fun
remember?
To watch sometimes.
It was one of the best games I've ever. And I was up till like 2 in the morning. It was back when the Big East. They stood the Big East Conference. It was like the semifinal game. Syracuse versus Georgetown, like 5 overtimes.
Mm-hmm.
I was up till 2 in the morning. I was like, once it got to the third overtime, I was like, you can't go to sleep. You got to find out who's going to win this thing. I mean, it was or maybe UConn. It might be his name was Calipari or not Calhoun versus Boeheim, and it was just a classic.
This highlight from the third row at the Smith Center,
Great
brought
view.
to you by Gerald Weathers.
Robbie Root had this call.
Money.
Carolina wins. Carolina wins.
Should have been a tech. You have to call a tech. You can't let this happen. It's a tech.
That one security guard right there is like, come on, people, get back.
It's a tech. The game's not over. It's a technical foul. They've called him before. It's a tech.
Tar Heel fans, you should be ashamed of yourselves.
Well, if you're going to storm the court, make sure the game's over.
Well, they did have fake classes at Carolina, so they don't really mind.
They did. They're not real smart.
My Lord.
They don't exactly know.
Didn't we talk about it one time when we were talking about court storming, what they should do? Once, let everybody who gets on the court get on the court, then bring the security out, perimeter them off, and ID everybody before they can get off the court.
Hey, on Saturday night, Duke's men's basketball coach alleged that multiple assaults happened to his staff. It provided for evidence. They should be charged and prosecuted, but with over 20,000 recording devices, nobody has found anyone assaulting a Duke staffer. So John Shire just got up there and lied to the American. Y'all believe it? Tom, you believe a Duke coach got up there and lied to America about something?
Mike Krzyzewski was in the sportsmanship video, man. What are you talking about? I know I brought that up before. I'll never get over that. It's like, Mike, Krzyzewski is telling me about sportsmanship, the guy that literally curses out officials, other players, other coaches, a man who is just a detestable human being is going to tell me how to conduct myself as a human being. I was like, okay.
I spoke to somebody this week, Tom.
That's fine.
Or this past weekend. They said that I forget who it was, but they had been to multiple Duke games, and he said there's not a more vulgar.
He's a terrible person. Terrible.
Vulgar human being.
He's a terrible person. And they're all there, oh, look at his daughters. He was always a terrible person.
How about listen? I want you to listen to these comments, and would you want your son or daughter or whoever playing for this coach at Ole Miss?
But we would have to educate. This is always a tough conversation to have, and it's not going to be a popular thing. This is the truth. We would have to educate significant others who may have been pregnant during the season, or going to have a baby during the season, and you'd have to educate them on, you have this baby in the middle of the season. That father has to play good football, right? It's a day-by-day production business. He has to be ready to perform and go out there and play. And when I say that is, you need to let him sleep. He needs to be in another room, detached. You have to explain to the mother, like, hey, listen, he ain't waking up for midnight feedings. After the season, he's full metal jacket. You do whatever you want with him. He can change every diaper. But in season, he's got to have a different priority. Now,
Chip, since I'll let you comment first since you got a litter of kids.
Litter isn't literally.
He's barely ahead of me. But anyway, would you want one of your children playing for that man right there who's basically said we don't have to educate him, and I don't care if he gets them pregnant, I don't want him helping as a dad, and he needs to get his rest for my football practice.
I don't like the optics of it, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I get what you've got a responsibility and your commitment to the program. I understand that, but that's your earthly vocation. I'm sorry, don't take me away from. Nothing's ever going to be more of a priority than my spiritual vocation as a husband and as a father.
I must say this with you using your spiritual vocation. Father at the end of the day, father had to provide for his family.
Mm-hmm.
He has to make ready for the family, and in the process of playing football for this team, it's helping him make way for his family.
You hope. You hope.
Well, I mean, it is at this point they're getting these guys, if they're important enough for him to be having a conversation with the significant other. These guys are already making money,
unless they're in the state of North Carolina public school system.
This was the college coach that was talking, but at that space, he's right. These guys that are getting paid to be there now, that's getting these NIL deals to be there. I get it that they got families and stuff, but the reason why they can take care of their families is because they getting these NIL deals.
But he's also got to say, change your diapers and do whatever. Just be ready for practice.
Right.
Like, come
say
on.
Say it that way.
Say
it that way.
I get it that he said it the way he said it, though.
The optics were not the best. I just. But
we gotta go though. We still got basketball. We still got NBA and more to go. We'll be back in a minute. KDCBroadcasting.com.
The time is now, right now. Get to Today's Pro in Shelby and get ready for the cold winter weather ahead. Check out the line of gas logs. Today's Pro has a great selection to choose from. Plus, they'll install them in your home. And they offer great service, too. When the power goes out, your gas logs from Today's Pro will keep on burning. They do it all. Today's Pro, 1325 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Open 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Call 704-600-8393. Online at thetodayspro.com.
Country Countdown USA.
I'm Lon Helton, inviting you to join me as I count down the week's top 30 country hits, along with Jason Aldean, whose wife co-stars in his latest video.
When she was filming her part, I was downstairs, and I just heard her upstairs screaming and acting crazy. So I went over to the monitor to check and make sure she was all right.
That's Jason Aldean this week on Country Countdown USA.
Wednesday at 1 p.m. on WCSL 92.9 FM, 1590 AM, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
The Yamaha's New Year's sales event is underway at Full Throttle Power Sports in Lowell. Get 4.99 APR financing for up to 60 months, plus $750 in customer cash on selected models. And get incredible prices on Polaris models. Save up to $4,000 or 0% financing for up to 60 months. And get 0% financing on select CF motor models at Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk in Lowell. Online at ncfullthrottle.com.
They've got it all at Boyd's Tire and Appliance and Boyd's Lawn and Garden in downtown Clover. From appliances to lawn mowers by John Deere and Gravely. And right now, get 0% APR financing for 48 months on all Gravely mowers. Plus, see their line of trailers and name brand tires. Boyd's Tire and Appliance and Boyd's Lawn and Garden, 110 North Main Street in Clover. Online at BoydTireandAppliance.com.
Your sweetheart will love you even more when you buy them a new piece of furniture or accent piece from McGinnis Furniture in downtown Cherryville. Now take from 20 to 40% off throughout the big store. But that's not all. Take up to 50% off accessories. Now that's a special sweetheart deal. From McGinnis Furniture, 303 East Main Street in downtown Cherryville. Online at McGinnisFurniture.com. Like them on Facebook too.
There's nothing tougher than a Bobcat. And you'll find the full line at Tri-City Outdoor Power Equipment in Forest City. Bobcat zero-turn mowers, tractors, track loaders, and more. And right now, they're offering the biggest rebate ever on the Bobcat T66 track loader. $10,000. That's right, $10,000 rebate. You'll also find a large selection of excavator buckets and used equipment, along with Toro and Spartan mowers, plus parts and service. That's Tri-City Outdoor Power, 221 Daniel Road, Forest City.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Kevin in the game.
Thank you to Alex Lenhart for responding to me. It was the 50-meter freestyle that
that's
Forrest
quick.
And then Brian Buttrick also, and his mom's the swim coach, second in the 100-meter butterfly. So the Burns boys doing well at the state swim. So congratulations to Troy and Brian for your accomplishments this year.
Here is a shot chart by 7-footers from 2000s to 2025 now. They don't even shoot in the mid-range at all. Patrick Ewing would not exist in today's NBA. Karl Malone would not exist.
No.
That's why it's almost
NBA.
like I looked up the line on, you got this. I mean, not exactly the same thing, but James Harden, I think, had maybe 20 points in one game, and he shot like 13, 14 free throws.
Yeah.
It's boring. You know what I mean? It's just, who wants
I bet
to
he had 10 threes, too, in that game. Shot 10 threes in that game.
I mean, it's just boring.
It's drive and kick, 3-point. This is Vince Carter talking about how everybody was scared of him in the dunk contest.
Speaking of, since we're on that topic, do you remember
$1 million?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The phone call?
For sure.
They wanted me, you, Cole, and Braun for sure for $1 million. And I said, I'm in if everybody else is in. And then
watch T-Mac.
No. I'm good.
I felt like at the end of the day, I would love to get confirmation, but I felt like I was the only one that said yes.
That was the problem.
Never got a phone call back.
You were in
and it kind of faded.
That was the problem. You were in it. Does that not basically, for all the kids today who said, and we do this with Secretariat Tom, the kids are bigger, stronger, faster, everybody today, the athletes. Ain't nobody Vince Carter yet.
No.
Ain't nobody Shaq yet.
No.
Ain't no. We got Wimbiana. I'll give you that. But like, other than that, like
he ain't.
He's just a 3.75 guy.
Yeah.
All right. So like,
and I want this. I'm curious. I thought about. I had this conversation.
That's 4
this week.
steps, dude. That's so stupid, man.
This is Wimbiana.
He's not in my top
1, 2, 3, 4.
This is Robert Ory saying that he's not in his top 5 in MVP. Though.
He's not in my top 5, though, but he is an incredible player.
Wait, he's not in your top 5?
He's not in my top 5 because he hasn't played enough games for me to be in my top 5. And he's too inconsistent for me. And
if there's a number 2 seed in the East because of him, like he's got to be like
in the West.
He's got to be, in the West. He's got to be like honorable mention, right, for MVP. Like, why else would they be number 2? Because of De'Aaron Fox? Okay.
Start calling.
What was you about to say?
I mean, that's so bad. A guy 7'6" gets to take 4 steps.
Giannis did it about a month ago.
Come
I mean,
on.
Yeah, he
1, 2, 3, 4. Come on.
He picked up his dribble at.
And they gave him an and one.
Well, this is the guy. This is my story at the Y. This is the guy picked up the dribble from here and finger rolled, and he said he didn't travel. I'm like, you ain't Wimby.
They gave him.
That's the exact play I called a travel on. That's the Y.
It took him twice as many steps as Wimby.
But not only did you not call the look, play it all the way out, Kevin. Play it all the way out. No, they didn't. Okay, wasn't an and one. Okay. I mean, it's just so. It's unwatchable. It's unwatchable. That's unwatchable.
Should he be in top 5?
I certainly should, but this call travel.
For the third time, LeBron faked an injury not to play against Wemby. He's yet to play against him. You see his pregame ritual. Would y'all ever see Michael or Kobe do something like this? Goofing around in the pregames, do a little dance, do a little shake. Now we're doing this, Will. It's your king.
There's something wrong with him.
He needs attention. He needs attention.
Yes,
correct.
Yeah,
he needs attention.
I'm just glad he went with the bald head. I appreciate you.
Anybody?
Let it go. Let it go.
I've never watched the whole series, but is anybody here a Game of Thrones fan?
Mm-mm.
Okay, there's a scene in it where the little kid is like, he's the king, or he's by birthright, he's the king. He comes in and says, I'm the king, and the hand, who's his grandfather, the hand of the king is like, who is his age, like, anyone who has to tell everybody I'm a king is no king. LeBron, take a note, buddy. Anybody coming in telling people I'm the GOAT, you're no GOAT.
Here's Kevin Johnson talking about guarding Michael in the finals. He said, we fly to Phoenix to Chicago. I fall asleep on the plane, and the head coach walks in and says, you're guarding Michael next game. And he said, I'm thinking I'm down 0-2 guarding the best player in the world. I'm going to get scorched. He said, and I've already had a rough 2 games. And so the plane lands. I wake up, and I'm like, dang, I had a nightmare. I thought Coach told me I'm guarding Michael tonight. He said, so I'm walking off the plane. The coach is right there. And I said, I had a dream. You woke me up and told me I was guarding Jordan tonight. He said, yeah, that wasn't a dream. He said, Kevin Johnson says, as God is my witness, we get on the team bus, take it to the airport, and we get to the hotel downtown. I get off the bus, give my equipment to the equipment manager. I go to the church across the street. I walk straight into the church, sit down on the front row, and I said, Jesus, I don't believe in you no more. There's no way if you love me and died on the cross and did all these things, you would make me guard Michael Jordan tonight. He was not happy about that assignment.
Wow.
Speaking of travel, Tom, what happened here? Here's LeBron's, I mean, is what I call
Listen, Mercy, come on.
What a
Jeez almighty. That's horrible.
You're standing right there.
1, 2,
you watch that. Change
3,
pivot foot. Change
4,
pivot
5.
foot. Change pivot. Drug the pivot foot. Come back. And he holds up 3. He holds up his
He was on top of that call.
Oh, you had his feet the whole way, you sorry sack of.
Bush League. It's Bush League.
It's so bad. It's unwatchable. That's what I'm
point.
saying. You're comparing stats.
3.
You would even compare stats. These guys can't even come up with the stats the guys 30 years ago, and they're allowed to do that. Watch the pivot foot again. Watch it again. He changed the pivot foot 3 times.
He was on top of his feet for the 3. What time?
The left foot's a pivot. Go ahead. Start it again.
Look at the opening of this. Look at
the left foot's the pivot. The left foot's the pivot foot. Then he changes to the right foot. Then he changes. Then he changes. Then he changed the pivot foot 3 or 4 times. This is unwatchable.
And go back to that. How good of a ball handler he is. He had to kick his leg out when he went between his legs. He had to kick his left leg out. He's like, I'm afraid I'm going to hit my
All right,
leg.
Tom, I've got a gambling conspiracy for you. Giannis. Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo. Can you not say it?
I can't.
No. God bless you.
God bless you.
He's shooting 64% on free throws in the fourth quarter. The only time there's a drop in his free throw percentage is when free chicken is on the line, and it goes down to 20%. Wow. So when they do the chicken giveaways, Giannis misses missing free throws on purpose, so they don't give the fans free chicken. I don't know what to think about that. That's diabolical. And you had Bobin, if y'all remember, he missed one on purpose to give the fans free chicken. Y'all remember that?
He wants
they were cheering on him.
Another reason Giannis wants out of Milwaukee.
All right, guys. We got to do it. The malice.
Oh, yeah.
In the palace. Come to Charlotte.
Round 2.
Oh, my Lord. I watched this all week.
Now, Tom.
I heard about
If I told you, we had to talk. We had to talk about this last week. No, let me change this. Will, if I told you the man who beat the snot out of his wife in front of his children got into a fight, would that be surprising to you?
No.
Okay. Miles Bridges got into a fight.
Yeah, I know. I was so mad. I was like, this is just going to give Kevin another talking point.
Man, get rid of him. He's an embarrassment to the city. So, our center here gets his face mushed. So
he got mushed.
Yeah, I see him getting mad and going out. But old dude did it mush him. He just walks away. Oh, Zero's the one that did it. He just keeps. He still ain't asking nobody for his help. Everybody's trying to hold our Hornets guy back. Meanwhile, Miles Bridges goes around the corner. If you watch top right corner, and it starts up here. Now, well, I got multiple angles of the fight. So
now this guy, this guy that came off the bench,
yeah.
you know what he's famous for.
Yeah, he's an MMA fighter, right? Or has it?
No, he went after LeBron. That's the same guy who went after LeBron.
Yeah, he'll fight. He came off the bench. Isaiah Stewart is his name.
I'm glad all the kids watching at home have a good example.
He said, man, get out of here. Well, you do. You see those players right here?
That's Cade Cunningham.
You see that player right here going out and getting his players and bringing them back? He's also the same player that told his players do not come off the bench.
All right, I got a couple more angles here.
4 game suspension. Yeah, Miles could go home and work on his family. He needs to.
I think Stewart got 7 games. I think possibly. Now this one I can't play all the way, but I can play a little.
Do they forfeit their salary during those games?
Yes.
Okay. Good.
So this is right in our face. I can't play it all. There's a few cuss words in this one, but the one dude ends up sitting in their laps like right in front of them. This part I couldn't play. So they end up they're still scrapping, and the nipple's holding them back.
The nipples.
If a nipple held me back from fighting somebody that mushed my face, I'm a problem with him too.
LaMelo's back. LaMelo's way back. He's like, I'm good.
Well, they end up in this dude's lap here in a second. Here they go. Yeah, if you're the dude in the gray, look at this. Pay a lot of money for Diabote to give you a lap dance. Man,
dance too much booty in the pants.
Look, he's just all up on him, grinding and everything. Like, man, y'all get him off of me. I don't care. Tom, would you mad you're the front row and the NBA player sitting on your lap?
I've been in that spot on the court before.
You're right. You see Bobin.
Mm-hmm. The biggest human being I ever saw. I passed him the ball back. It was like, that is the biggest person I've ever seen in my life.
All right, so their Hornets getting a fight, suspensions everywhere. NBA standings, Tom. How you Cavs?
Well, they're moving up a little bit.
Now
They've won a couple.
You got your new point guard.
Now we got James Harden. I mean, it's kind of funny. I thought about Chip because, my YouTube algorithm has figured out that I'm a Cavs fan. The Cavs are scary now.
According to YouTube.
According to Chip.
And our phones don't listen to us.
Right.
we know they are, because I'm like, the Cavs aren't scared. They're not going to win. They've got a better chance maybe now, but I like DG. I hate to give away the younger player for the older player. I'm never a big fan of that, but everything's win now. I mean, they've moved up. It showed seeding. Seeding doesn't really matter. It's how you're playing at the end of the year.
Hornets are up to the 9 seed right now in the playing game. They'd have to play the Hawks.
They're playoff bound.
Yep. Well, that's not yet.
They're only 2 games up, right? 2. Yeah, 2.
2 above the Bulls.
If the season ended today, they're playoff bound.
Well, here's the thing. Giannis didn't get traded, So I'm guessing he's going to start playing a little bit better, and they'll end up in that play-in round. Because I think he was just trying to tank and get to. They wanted better picks. And
It depends on how many nights they offer free chicken.
yeah, I know he'll miss all the free throws in the world. Detroit's in first, Celtics second, Knicks third, Cavs in fourth. Out west, OKC, San Antonio, Denver Nuggets, and Houston Rockets are your top four. Lakers 5, Minnesota 6.
Did the Hornets win that game? That was against Detroit. Did they win that game? Because
No.
they did move up.
They're tied for the best 10-game record in the
Detroit
league right
broke
now.
their winning streak.
Okay.
So
actually, they're tied for the best 10-game record in the league with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Both are 9-1 in their last 10 games.
NBA expansion is rumored to be happening, and the Seattle Supersonics are rumored to be coming back, along with a new team in Vegas is the rumored team.
First pick for the Seattle Supersonics, Sean Kemp.
So if they do that, what they'll have is an expansion draft. Teams will be able to protect 8 players. It's a good way for teams to unload some of their big contracts as well, if they wanted. And then that would also mean a team from the West will be moving to the East. The contenders for that will be the New Orleans Pelicans, the Memphis Grizzlies, and the Minnesota Timberwolves are the 3 teams that they're considering moving to the East. Depending on how they set up the divisions is how they'll decide which team will move to the East.
New Orleans would be the
New Orleans would make
If
sense.
you drew a line, I bet those 3 cities are very, very close on the same.
Right. They're all in
line.
Mississippi.
Yeah.
They're on the same river. There's your line, Tom.
They're
It's a big
very-
wet
yeah.
line.
You're right. You know what? You're
Big
right.
wet line.
Because
kind of varies every once in a while.
Well, it ain't a straight line, but
it's pretty much right down. They probably got about the same longitude. Yeah, very similar.
I'll pull it up real quick. Actually, we'll look at the.
Let's have a geography lesson.
The geography.
I used to love to teach geography.
Oh goodness! All right, Will, you got any news? Any other comments on the NBA or Chip as well?
No, I have been impressed with how the Hornets have played of late. It's just they seem to have found another
Memphis
gear.
is the furthest east.
Probably.
Yeah.
So, like I said, depending on how they do the conferences, moving forward, would depend on where the teams would move up. So Minnesota really doesn't have, like Memphis might be the most east, Tom, but Minnesota is the one that has to travel the most to get to Western teams. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Memphis can travel to OKC, Dallas, New Orleans. And they're saying Minnesota may be the one to move to play in those northern teams.
Yeah,
that are
that would
closer
make, yeah,
to
yeah,
you,
yeah, yeah.
As opposed
Yep,
to New Orleans
yep.
and Memphis traveling to the southern teams.
That makes sense.
So that's the one they're kind of leaning to, and they also want Anthony Edwards possibly in the East as well.
They want him in that Eastern time zone.
All right, let's take a break. We come back, we'll finish up the show here on KTCBroadcasting.com.
Now through the end of the month, Grizzly the Greeter says you can take 10% off any building at Blessed Buildings and Tiny Homes in Cherryville. That's right, 10% off any building, but that's not all. Take 20% off metal garages, and that's not all. Mention this special radio ad and take an extra $50 off this month only at Blessed Buildings and Tiny Homes. 2268 Lincoln and Highway 150 East in Cherryville, right across from Ace Hardware, online at blessedbuildings-tinyhomes.com.
This month's Scholar Athlete of the Month is Ben Hebner of North Lincoln High School. The award is sponsored by McDonald's, KTC Broadcasting, and What'sUpShopper.com. Ben is a senior at North Lincoln and is the son of Brett and Krista Hebner. Ben plays basketball and tennis and has a grade point average of 4.75. His advanced courses include English, calculus, human biology, U.S. history, statistics, U.S. government, environmental science, and world history. Ben is an Eagle Scout and serves as a YMCA lifeguard, basketball camp instructor, and basketball referee. He is also co-owner of BNS Aeration and Overseeding, a member of the Beta Club, National Honor Society, and Fellowship of Christian Athletes. He is a member of Westport Baptist Church. The McDonald's, KTC Broadcasting, What'sUpShopper.com Student Athlete Award recognizes not only the accomplishments in athletics, but also overall achievement in the classroom and community. Sponsored by McDonald's, KTC Broadcasting, and What'sUpShopper.com.
How much snow or ice did you have to scrape off your car during these past snow and ice storms? Well, that's something you won't have to do anymore with your new carport from Acre Enterprises in Cherryville. They've got carports, buildings, garages, and roofing. 12 by 3 foot metal roofing, $30. In colors silver galvalume, dark green, flat black, white, clay, tan, and bright red. Keep the snow off your vehicle with a stop in at Acre Enterprises. 1220 Shelby Highway 150 West in Cherryville, right across from Food Line. Open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, closed 12 to 1 for lunch. Online at acrecarports.com. It's time to start planning for spring, and Southern Equipment Rentals in Shelby is there for you. Why pay thousands to buy when you can rent equipment for hundreds? Check out the Stinger Aerator with seating box. Also Skag zero-turn mowers, skid steers, and mini excavators. Southern Equipment Rentals in Shelby has a new Jackal in stock, plus tillers, edgers, paving breakers, pressure washers, and more. Get ready for spring. See Southern Equipment Rentals, 622 North Post Road, Highway 180 North in Shelby. Open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. Online at screntals.com. Tyndall Ford Performance in Gastonia is the home of the crazy Mustang man. That's Lyle Sturgis. And right now, Lyle has big savings on the remaining 2025 RTR Mustangs. They are ready to rock. And the RTR Mustangs at Tyndall Ford are the only ones in the world built at the RTR Lab. And it's Truck Month at Tyndall Ford. Comes through the lineup for brand new 2026 Ford F-150 trucks. You don't just get performance, you get Tyndall Ford Performance. 1901 East Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia. Online at tyndallford.com. A free HVAC service call. Can't be true, but it is. With a special offer from Shelby Heating and Air. With same-day repair, your service call is free. That's right, free. But that's not all. Now at Shelby Heating and Air, get up to $2,500 off your complete brand new heating and air conditioning system with Lennox and Shelby Heating and Air rebates. But hurry, these offers won't last long. Call Shelby Heating and Air at 704-487-7877. Shelby Heating and Air, 1990 Eves Road in Shelby. Online at shelbyheating.com.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Kevin and the gang.
All right, we're gonna do a little golf. We're gonna do a chip contest right here. Chip, can you name this blurry footage of a golfer?
That's a right-handed Phil Mickelson.
God dang it! There's no way you did that.
I'm telling you,
it is a right-handed Phil Mickelson. They were just trying to show you like swing mechanics and how it really doesn't.
The reason that he will continue to play for a long time, regardless of how you feel about his off the court antics. And he talked about this about 10 years ago. He is, if you look at his swing versus Tigers is very much he puts a lot of torque on his joints from his knees to his back, to his lower back, to his elbows, and that's why he has had shoulders. That's why he's had so much. That's why he's had so many issues, so many surgeries. Phil, if you look at that swing, it's very long, it's very flowing, and it's just it's tempo, and there's no pressure on any of the.
I think a lot of golfers don't understand that you're not supposed to hit the ball as really hard as you can.
Right.
You're supposed to hit it solid with the right angle club, and if you hit it soft, people are afraid to club up. I'm never afraid to club up and hit it softer and make sure you get there. All right, this is the crowd at the Wasted Management. And this is Tom. This type of I got live footage of type of stuff Tom would be doing at one of these back when he was in college. They find the one hot girl in the whole crowd. They're getting them to chug beers, so they're going around the stadium. Girl to girl, chanting what's getting the girls to.
Sweethearts, you better not be chugging too many.
A little different than the green jacket.
Chugging the beer. Look at them Cinephonies.
I just can remember some of them girls that came to college as freshmen chugged them beers by senior year. They were unrecognizable.
What happened?
I didn't know he was bringing up the freshman 15 today.
What happened?
How about DeChambeau with the top on the worm burner?
I got that shot in the bag.
Now, do you know what he did after the shot?
He parred it.
No. He birdied it because he hit a 274-yard 3-wood within 3 feet of the hole.
He birdied it? Oh, wow.
He went top. 273 birdie.
Oh, he drop kicked it off the front of the tee.
Yeah, he barely got off the tee.
Sometimes you just gotta laugh at yourself.
And that's golf, right? Like you hit 2 perfect shots, get up there and miss your 3-foot putt.
Yeah,
And you got the same thing to do that chunked 3 up the fairway and tapped in, and chipped in from off the road.
Frustrating thing is that little 3-inch tap in counts the exact same as your 350-yard drive.
Correct.
This is just so. I've never hit a 350-yard drive, but those
Right,
of you who
is
have.
this the greatest promotional item giveaway ever? Now, we've done this a couple times, but this was pretty good. Nolan Ryan bloody jersey giveaway.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Tom, would you stand in line for that one?
Well, I'd like to have that one. I remember when I was a kid, and remember ESPN used to have the baseball Sunday night. I don't even know if they have it anymore.
Sunday
But that was but in the early '90s, that was a big
Yes.
thing.
Yeah, it was.
Because it was like the national game,
Dun,
and every
dun,
time.
dun, dun,
But then Nolan Ryan was older than in the early '90s.
Mm-hmm.
But I would always that would be like one of my favorite players. It was like if Texas was pitching, I wanted to watch Nolan Ryan. Wanted to see him still do it.
And I'm the same way. I was never a Rangers fan.
I always wanted to watch Nolan Ryan.
He would make you stop and watch.
Sure.
I mean, after when he's beyond the age of 40, he pitched as good as Mariano Rivera, right, Kevin?
He did. He should have been in the Hall of Fame twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
How's
No,
that
young
man,
Nolan, old Nolan.
How's that man never win?
I meant to look up.
So
Young.
May 29th.
He's never won the Cy Young.
May 29th against the Royals, they'll be giving away the replica Nolan Ryan bloody T-shirt jerseys. Yeah. This is like the first 10,000 people in line get one of these.
Where's it at now?
The Ranger Stadium.
Opening.
May 29th.
May 29th.
That's
Now,
not.
I'm sorry, and just clarify for me, Kev. Are they doing like copies of this, or is this the legitimate show? It's like, are they putting this up for bids?
Yeah, everybody's getting fake jerseys with blood
and
ketchup or
the next
whatever
day,
it is.
Ketchup.
The next day, eBay will have about
Right. I
5,000.
was about to say, Tom, make sure on May 30th will you pick us up one of these?
We're gonna have one of these. One of these will be hanging up here. We'll have one. I wonder how much they'll sell them for. They'll try to get something stupid for them.
The Braves are suspending Ronald Acuna for the first game of spring training after he appeared in Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show without insurance. Player insurance is a big day in today's issue due to the World Baseball injury coverage, the championship injury coverage. So Acuna is being suspended for a spring training game.
What did he do while he was out there?
I don't know. He was out. It didn't matter. He was just out there.
I mean, so the fact that you're in somewhere and it happens to be public and you're walking around is more dangerous than if you're walking around somewhere that's not public and you're walking around?
Hey, I don't know the details of his contract, but he broke it.
By walking around? I mean, now if he's jumping around or jumping into the crowd or something, I can see that. But
Well, maybe his contract said he can only be a good bunny and not a bad bunny. That's the problem, Chip. You can't just walk around being bad.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. What about a Bugs Bunny? Can he be a Bugs Bunny?
He was a bad Acuna.
Bad Acuna.
Not a good one.
Oh my Lord!
I think that might be all I
See,
have.
that was bad. See, Bad Bunny has affected baseball. Leaving. This is horrible.
And we got all the dad jokes in the world for you guys. All right. Any other news and anything for you guys?
They're at Pebble this week. They're at Pebble Beach.
Carissa Shields and French's is fighting the 22nd of this month.
Oh, one real quick note here. The 65 game rule for awards is starting to be in effect. LeBron will not be winning in awards this year because he will be missing the 18 game threshold.
No All NBA selection.
Jokic is close. Steph's close. Wemby and Luka are all close to being missing that, and people are arguing about it, like, should they be giving the awards just because of who they are and stuff? And other people are like, no, they have to play the games. And I'm like, no, you got to play the games. Like,
That's right.
You can't play
at the end of
half
day,
the season and say I'm the MVP. Like, come on. All right, guys, we'll see you next week, next Saturday morning. KDC Broadcasting, the Shock Joxx, KDCBroadcasting.com.